And Long Island Athletic Club, ladies relays from last night. We're looking for you over the award staging area.
It is good to see you. Hello. Yeah. I didn't go. I was shot. Yeah, I was done. I went and took a shower and then it was like, boom, done.
From bronze, Canada Nation's capital, Julia Zettler, and Warren, Tyler Cullen, and Olivia Weston. The silver to Rockwell Montgomery, Isabella Mason, Marion Rickard, Harper Bartholomew, and Sharon Lang. And the gold to Nova of Virginia Class, Natalie Kang, Bradley Patterson, Caitlin Ward, and Maddie Bynum.
Club, Nicholas DeAngelis, Gavin Park, Jaden Young, and Ryan Yao. In 7th place, Nation's Capital, Phoenix Wetland, Finn Copen, Austin Pate, and Manu Maurer. In 6th place, Nova of Virginia, Gibson Jones, Jack Danahy, John Ackerley, and Jamie Akaris. 5th place, Hinsdale Swim Club, Dina Rostolski, Nicholas Fernaxi, Grayson Dean, and Jack Schreiber. In 4th place, Rochester, Kai Troiner, Lucas Wang, Bennett Kluckenberg, and Jasper Barone. In 3rd place, the bronze going to Rockville Montgomery, Zhao Limi, Chase Humphreys, Joseph Zhu, and Mason Moretti. In 2nd is Cavalier Aquatics, Eli Rutherford, William G., Keegan Mejias, and Ben Charlton. And number 1 with a new meet record, 330.70, Rockville Montgomery, Colby Humphreys, Sean Lee, Rafael Fontana, and Jeremiah Jamosa. So where do you take off to when you leave here? It seems like you sing and go. In 14, 400 freestyle relay, it was Waukesha Express, Emmy Meyer, Akos Monlender, Abby Balker, and Rowan Rossi Wedia. In 7th place, Nova of Virginia, Mia Eubank, Charlotte White, Elizabeth Cribbs, and Lane Francis. In 6th place, Hinsdale Swim Club, Claire Donnelly, Tasha Nuntel, Abby Babosny, and Lila Abbott. In 5th place, Patriot Aquatics, Jocelyn Hayeshi, Stella Tomlinson, Vanessa Nikowski, and Aria Rosenbach. In 4th is Long Island Aquatic Club, Ellie Franks, Allie Hayes, Sasha Carafin, and Natalie Wu. In 3rd is Long Island Aquatics, Vivian Zangaro, Morgan Kelsch, Madison Lynn, and Patty Tang. The silver going to Nation's Capital, Sophie Gaudana, Hannah Kattenberg, Catherine Moo, Carolyn Kitty, and the gold to Annabelle Meraki, Paige Kawal, Ali Casanovas, and Joy Dub, posting in with a 332.62, the Academy Bullets. And again, bringing him out, Waukesha Express getting 8th place. Nova of Virginia, 7th. 6th is Hindale Swim Club. Patriot Aquatics in 5th. Long Island in 4th. Long Island in 3rd. Nation's Capital in 2nd. And the Academy Bullets, 3:32.62, taking the win. That was the ladies. And the gentlemen on the platform right now, Long Island in 8th, Nation's Capital in 7th. I'll get it right yet. How about Ole Swimming in 8th place? 7th place, Machine Aquatics, Academy Bullets in 6th, Palantine Swim Team in 5th, Rockville Montgomery in 4th, Nova of Virginia in 3rd, Aiden Momenovic, Matthew Wolfley, Cole Nelson, and Ben Franks. The silver going to Nation's Capital, Andrew Venice, Chase Rabe, Matthew Char, and Tyler Kaminsky. And the gold to Rockville Montgomery, Griffin Oler, Seamus Rooney, Charlie Began, and Alexander Junbluth, hosting in with a record time 3:11.46, Rockville Montgomery. And the first event at the starting blocks, going to be the 11 and 12 ladies 500 freestyle. We're going to
And before we march in our deciding heat, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem.
Oh, so can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right,
again,
thank you,
Danielle.
Danielle. Pat, that was an awesome rendition, again, of the national anthem. To get our night going here at the Rosen Aquatic and Fitness Center, what I affectionately call the Big House. My name is Sid Cassidy. I'll be with you again this evening as we barrel through the world's greatest age group swimming meet here in Orlando, Florida. Leading the way, our very own Lexi Lucchese, marching down towards lane 8. See her getting her goggles ready. Lexi sets the pace because she earned lane 8 as the 8th fastest swimmer coming into the meet in the 500 freestyle. One at a time. There's Julia Turner. She's going to represent the Blazing Barracudas and swim in lane 1. 2 is Helena Mundisev. She's from Iowa Flyers. 3, Una Diaz, Long Island Aquatic Club. Lots of success in the 500s already today. Sedona King. She hails from Charlottesville, Virginia, where she swims for the Cavaliers. Lane number 6. 5, let's not forget Evie. Evie Gal, there she is. Where? I think she's there. Do we see her? Evie, you're over here. Get over here. Evie, Charles River, we're looking for you right now. She is on her way. Lane 6 is Julia Zettler. from Nation's Capital, lane 7. Audrey Decatur from Rockville, Montgomery. And we said Lexi Lucchese. That's her down there on the end. Well, unfortunately, lane 5 is going to remain open, and that means Evie Gao from Charles River is a no-show. That's not good. But what is good is that you've got 7 other girls that are ready to go that are stepping up. The fastest girls this afternoon, now remember, we combined this with all the morning heats. Third place going in, Brantley Patterson, Nova Virginia, 5:28.8. And we have Alicia Ann from Eagle Swim Team. She went a 5:27.9. She's currently second. Lauren Canty from Long Island Aquatic Club, 5:24.37. That's the time to beat for these ladies. They get out, everybody's pretty smooth and cool and swimming there together. Everybody's like 28 lows, maybe 27.9 for Julia Zettler was slightly ahead. Lane number 4, Sedona King, we said from Cavalier, had the fastest entry time coming in. She was 5:15.54. But the eye flyer, Helena Mundasev, takes the early lead at the 100. And she goes 58.65. 20 lengths of the pool in the Harris Rosen Championship course. If you don't know who Harris Rosen is, you should get out some type of search device and check him out. There's the 150. He's done so much for the aquatic people of Central Florida, and just bringing this facility back the way he has is one of the many things. Thank you, Mr. Rosen. We love being in the big house. But what we've got here is a pretty exciting 500-yard freestyle. We said that Sedona was the fastest coming in with a 5:15. That doesn't seem to deter the ladies next to her. Una Diaz in 3, and Helena Mundasev. She's in lane number 2. Those girls are throwing in 31.9 for Una and 31.8 for Sedona. Helena went a 32.8. The rest of the girls, Julia Zettler's 32.5. Sedona now starting to move away a little bit. She throws in a 31.6. Una goes to 32.2, so she loses a half a second or so on that length. See the lap counters down there. They're over the halfway mark. Sometimes you'll see splits pick up. Julia was 32.7, not far off the pace. Lane 2, Helena, 33.1, is still currently in 3rd place. There's her first 32.0 for Sedona, and Una pretty much stays even, only 3/100 slower on that 50. Very smooth. Both girls looking strong. Their meet record in this event. Meet record was set in 2017 by Mackenzie Brandt from the Wilmington Aquatic Club Sea Tigers. Mentioned that is the nieces of the great Bob Matson, the Swiderski girls. Of course, they're married now. I forget their married names, but they're doing a nice job up in the Delaware area, just like Sedona King doing a nice job here at the 400. She's 4:10.1. You see that, almost a 2-second lead. Back down to 31.7. And Una's 32.2, keeps losing a little ground. 3 lengths to go. It's going to take a big change in pace for anybody other than Sedona King to come away with the gold medal. Mackenzie Brandt's time of 5:05.77. Looks like it's pretty safe another year, but that's a great program up there in our creator, Bob Matson. Wish him all the best. He's fighting his way to get out of that hospital in Delaware. We're with you, Bob. Sedona King doing a great job coming down. Una trying to catch up. They both went 32-0 on their second to last 50, 32-0-0, identical 50 splits. But this race belongs to Sedona King. The Cavalier touches in 5:13.10. Una goes 5:14.68. Third, 5:23, Julia Zettler. Alina was 5:23.9. Remember, we had 24:37 this morning. Lexi Lucchese, 5:27.0. We'll get everybody's times from the last heat up, and then we'll move these in to match them and see where we go. All right. We are going to do the same drill for the 500-yard freestyle for the boys. And they're coming out now. I can hear the marching music. Oh, yeah. Leading the way, lane 8, Jaden Yun, Long Island Aquatic Club. Jaden, he'll take them all the way down to the far end. Boys getting ready for their big freestyle race. So the fastest seeded heats, time final event, lane number 1 from Nova of Virginia is Drew Hodem. And his teammate is right next to him, Gibson Jones. Lane 3, another one of the Cavaliers, Charlottesville, that's Ben Charlton. The fastest seeded swimmer, Kai Joyner, that's him in lane 4. He's from Rochester, Minnesota, in the Rochester Swim Club. Swimming next to him in 5, Jack Schreiber from Hinsdale. Jack getting 1 foot up, getting himself ready. There's Eli Rutherford. He's going to swim in 6. He's from Charlottesville Cavalier as well. Jaden Sy. He's a local boy, swims in this pool whenever Coach Alex does long course training. Windermere Lakers. And Jaden Yun, Long Island Aquatic, all the way at the end we talked about. They're in. The race is on. The record in this event set in 2022, just last year, by Reed O'Connell, representing the Long Island Aquatic Club. Reed went 4:48.65. Kai Joyner in the center of the pool, out to an early lead, is our fastest swimmer coming into the meet. His best time in this event, 4:58.42, is why he's placed into lane 4. The next 2-3 guys are all seated at 5:11, and it goes up to Jaden's 5:17.8 to earn a seat or a lane, so to speak, in the fast heat. So this morning we had some boys do a good job in this 500 freestyle. Let's see, we had John, we had Mason Moretti go a 5:17.7. Jamie Arcaris a 5:16.58. And our fastest swimmer in the morning, John Ackerley, Nova, Virginia, went 5:15.67. Kai taking care of business, looking pretty strong. Ben Charlton a little bit behind, just to his inside here. Kai goes 31.37. That right? 127.4. They got Jack at 31.9. 11 and 12 boys, 500-yard freestyle. Kai with a 30.7. Jack still 31.9. Up there in lane 8, that's Jaden Yun. He went a 31.8. Lane 7, making a good move. I'm sorry, that's Jaden Tsai, Lakers. He was 31.0, and he goes 31.1. So he's moving on everybody in the heat except for Kai in the center, who throws in another 30.4. Halfway through, he's 2 minutes and 28 seconds. If he were able to match that, he'd end up going 4:56, right? Which would better his entry time, but he's going to have to improve those splits to get under his best time. And 31.2, maybe he's got a lot of other swims he's thinking about. He looks so easy. He's 2:59 at the 300, throwing in a 31.2. But a lot of times these young guys will get to the end and all of a sudden throw in a 57 on the end, and that'll get him back down to his 58 or what he's entered in. Ben Charlton, he was entered, one of the guys entered in 5:11. Ben turned at 30.9. You know, we talked, he's in lane 3, and over there in 7, the Laker side, he's turned at 31.7, but Ben did a 30.8 on that 50. He's the fastest man in the pool on that go-around, so he made up a little bit of room. Kai was 31.5. His buddy's shaking his numbers down there. I think Kai seems like he's in control, but Ben having a very good swim, looking to be well under his best time, his entry time of 5:11, turning at 4:04 with 100 yards to go, 4:009. He's 3.5 seconds behind Kai Joyner. And after Ben Charlton's 4:04, you got another 2 seconds till Jaden Tsai, the Laker in lane 7, currently holding down the 3rd position. And we will mesh these results with the ones I read partially. Get all the boys on one page, literally and figuratively. 50 to go. Kai goes 30.7. He's sitting just above 5 minutes at this pace. 30.5 for Ben Charlton. This will be the best swim of his career. And the same with Jaden Tsai out there for the Lakers. He's at best was 5:14. 5:0030. The gold medal, the silver. 5:04.26 to Charlton. And Tsai gets the bronze, 5:07.69. Looks like most of these guys all getting in. There it is. We'll look at the heat results and soon have the complete results. We move from these distance for the 11 and 12, 500, to the 200-yard distance for our 13 and 14 age group. Remember, we have 3 heats at night here at the world's greatest age group swim meet. And we start with a seed final. It's always the 13-year-olds in the 13-14. If you're 14, you're not able to swim in the sea. The extra bonus for those at the bottom of the age group. Trademark of this meet. Swimming tonight in the 200 freestyle in lane 1, Sophia Lyons from Long Island Aquatic Club. And her teammate is Allie Hayes right next to her in 2. Academy Bullets has Paige Kowal in 3. Kira Workman, Northwest Arkansas Aquatics in 4. Rockville Montgomery has Gabriel Day in 5. Mia Eubank is from Nova of Virginia, as is Lane Francis, and they're in 6 and 7. Josephine Pillion is Blazing Barracudas in lane 8. Early lead for Paige Kowal. Paige goes 26.3 out of lane 3 for the Academy Bullets. But they're all staying pretty close together at this rate. Halfway mark coming in with 100. It's still Paige. She goes to 29.1. Kira Workman in lane 4 threw in a 28.8. She's only 4/10 behind. See how this important third 50 shapes up. Kira was 55.84 at the halfway mark. The record here, 146.19. The great Erin Gemmel, man, that was a pretty good 13-14 swim. And she is now one of the best in the nation. So 29.47 for Paige, 29.66 for Kira. So she seems to be holding her off. Paige in lane number 3, turning now. Kira coming off a 4. This morning the girls were 157s. They're gonna crush that. And as we come into the wall, Paige Kowal touching first, 153.95. Workman gets the second with a 55.4. All of those girls swimming much better than their morning swims. That's great to see. So that'll move us on to the second heat. The B final of 200 free, 13-14 girls. Tasha Mantell from Hinsdale is in lane 1. Edina Swim Club has Faith Lamont in 2. Akos Bonlander, Waukesha Express in 3. Patty Tang, Long Island Aquatic Club is in lane 4. Verona Area Swim Team has Sophie Miller Melendez in 5. Nation's Capital gives us Eleanor Saybolt in 6. Rachel Ritter from Sioux Falls is in 7. And Charlotte Dugier is from the Blazing Barracudas, and she's in lane number 8 up at the top of your screen. 200 yards freestyle, 8 lengths of the pool. Center of the pool, that's Patty Tang. The Long Island Aquatic Club, she's 26.56, coming around first. Everybody's still within a second. They're all this morning, Patty went a 156.39. And you needed to go 157.58 to make this B consolation heat. She's still holding a slight lead. She goes 29.50, but Sophie Miller Melendez right next to her in lane 5 throws down a 29.18 to pull right up almost even. Still back 3 or 4 tenths, but Patty Tang, Long Island, trying to hang on with a 50 to go. She throws in a 29.2. She's sitting at 125.3, so her morning time of 156 is definitely going to go down. 29.7 is what Sophie went on that 50. Everybody else was over 30. So these are the two getting it done here in the B heat. Sophie's making every effort to get there. Is it going to be enough? No, just missed it. But Patty goes at 154.40, 154.66 for Sophie. Very good race, girls. There's everyone's times from the B heat. Getting us here to our A finalists, you can see who's coming out. Annabelle Narwaki will be leading this parade, and here she comes, giving some knuckles out. She's going to head over to lane 8 and represent the Academy Bullets. All the girls as they come by, coaches love to give them a little greeting. It's exciting. That was Sasha Carafin last, one around the corner with the Long Island, taking off her headphones, getting ready. Yep, you know they're ready. Lane number 1, Long Island Aquatics, Sasha. Peyton Menley is in lane 2 for Palatine. There she is, getting her cap set. Lane 3 is Kate Farrell. She's from St. Charles swim team. Long Island Aquatic Club's got a pair side by each. Lane 4 is Vivian Zangaro. And lane 5 is Ellie Franks. Top 2 from the morning, but don't count out Elizabeth Bryan from Machine. She's in lane 6. That's a cool looking suit. Lane 7 is Emmy Meyer, Waukesha Express. And lane 8 for Academy Bullets, Annabelle Narwaki. All right, 8 lengths of the pool. The chase after that, Aaron Gemmel record, 146.19. Man, that would be a big drop. These girls this morning, 154.5 and 154.8 for Vivian and Ellie in the middle of the pool. Lane number 8, the 13-year-old from Academy Bullets, trying to get out fast. Annabelle at the top end. She goes 26.32. Ellie's 26.26. Ellie Franks from Long Island in lane 5, now taking over the lead at the 75 mark. She's flanked by Elizabeth Bryan on the top side there from Machine, and her teammate Zangaro down here going along for the ride. Emmy Meyer, lane 7 from Waukesha. Annabelle still in it up there for Academy. This all seems to be at the high-numbered lanes right now. Ellie Franks, lane 5. She was 54.5 and threw down a 28.3. This time she goes to 29.1. 28.6 for Kate Farrell out of St. Charles. You see her charging in lane 3 in the dark cap. Kate trying to get back up there with Ellie. Ellie making that turn. You got the 3 at the top end. Elizabeth, Emmy, and Annabelle all having great swims. They're all charging as well. And it's coming down to the touch. It's going to be Ellie Franks, 152.84. Emmy Meyer, lane 7 from Waukesha, gets the second with a 153.18. And Annabelle out in lane 8 got the third, 153.30. There you go. There's the placings, 1 through 8. Good racing, girls. And that means the boys' 200 freestyle is coming up now. C final with all our best 13-year-olds behind the blocks right now. Jack Tavornik, Rockville, Montgomery. He's in lane number 1. Lane 2 is Alex Atkins, Rockwood Swim Club. St. Charles Swim Team has Brady Jordan, Nation's capital, in the center of the pool, Tyler Kaminsky. Ryan Baldwin from Long Island Aquatic Club, he's in 5. The Windermere Lakers are back, this time with Bennett Aldridge, hometown hero that Bennett is, right here in his home pool. Palatine Swim Team, Victor Gutt is in 7, and Arlington Aquatic Club, Jonas Yinks is in lane 8. 8 lengths of the pool, 200 yards freestyle. The record set in 2018, Oakland Live Wire's Michael A. Cooper of Mini Coop fame back in the day. Coop went 142.62. We're not really expecting boys in the C heat to get after it, but we'll see if that makes it through the barrage. The C heat in the girls 200 free turned in times that would have scored in the top 3. They had some 153s out of those 13-year-olds, so who knows? These guys are out strong. Lane 4 is Tyler Kaminsky. Had swimming Kaminskys at both University of Tampa and Florida State University. He's out first with a 52.0, 27.1. Tyler's second 50. This morning, he went a 148.68. Fastest of these 8 young 13-year-olds. Very respectable time, no matter what your age is. It's 120.0, you see it there. And he turned a 27.99, but Brady Jordan right next to him in lane 3. Brady went 27.67 and made up over 3/10 on that last 50. Tyler knows he's there. He also knows that Ryan Baldwin's on the other side of him. And here it comes, Brady's push coming to the wall. Kaminsky or Brady? It's Brady. Jordan gets him by 6/100ths of a second, coming home in 26:81. Tyler came home in a 27:39. Good sportsmanship there, fellas. And there are the times. 6/100ths separating the boys. So heat 1 in the books. Heat 2, Matthew Wolf, Nova of Virginia, is in lane number 1. Lane 2, Aaron Euchre, Stingray Swim Team. Franklin Regional Swim Team has Alexander Reese. He's in lane number 3. Everett Ward from Ole Swimming is in lane number 4. Cole Nelson, Nova, Virginia, in 5. Palatine Swim Team has Matthew Karasek in 6. Zeke Wickham, Eagle Swim Team, in 7. And Dane Phillips, last man in from Rockville, Montgomery. He went 1:48.56 this morning. And Everett Ward, fastest in lane 4, he swam a 1:46.80. The guys are going out for it all the way. 5, 6, 7, 5 and 7. 24:32 for Cole Nelson's your fastest. You see that. Top end of the pool as well, getting those high numbers. Nelson in 5, Karasek in 6, Wickham in 7. Lane 4, Everett Ward back in the picture. 51:47 is Ward. Nelson virtually right there with him. 26.7 is what Everett threw down. Nobody else under 27 on that second 50. Lane number 1, I take that back. Matthew Wolf threw a 26.90 in lane 1. Maybe going to sneak this one. He's coming around quick, and he does take over the lead. Well, they tied. They're even. He and Ward both at 1:18.97. But Matthew Wolf threw in a 27.13. Here they come off the last turn. You got Nelson in 5, Ward in 4, Wolf in 1. Coming to the wall. 8, don't forget about Phillips. Matthew Wolf, lane number 1, 1:45.68. Great swimming across the board there, fellas. And that's going to get to our parade. There's everybody's times. All right. And who's going to be leading the parade tonight but William DeMocus Murphy? There's Will. Takes a deep breath. Already got his goggles on. He'll be over in lane 8 representing our St. Andrews Aquatics. Go get him, Will. The rest of the boys making it around the corner. You see him getting a little knuckle. Thanks, Coach. Reed O'Connell is going to take over block number 1. You'll see him come into view right here. Dropping his sweats in. He's from Long Island Aquatic Club. Slap himself up a little. Get ready to go. Oh, yeah. Lane 2. There he is. Charlie Begin. He's having a great meet. He's from Rockville, Montgomery. Aiden Maminovic stretching on his block from Nova. It's going to be lane 3, lane 4. Enzo Desviat Ruiz. Enzo represents Patriot Aquatic Club up there in Illinois. Andrew Vanas. We know he has had a good meet as well from Nation's Capital. 6, you see Ben Leginski. We've called that name a lot the first few nights. He's in 6. Ben Franks, Nova, is in 7. And there's Will. We talked about him. He's over in lane 8. Will's time this morning snuck in the big heat. He went 1:46.48. Enzo, the fastest swimmer in the morning, he went 1:44.08. And the boys are off. Good, clean start. Lane number 5, we talked about how fast Andrew Vanas gets off the block and into his races. And he looks incredibly strong on this first 50. He's dragging Ben Leginski right along with him. Andrew goes 23.06, Ben 23.52, Enzo's 24.0, and the rest of the guys are beyond that. So I would say Andrew Vanas says, okay, I'm going to push this envelope. I know Michael Cooper, the Mini Coupe, went 142.62 back in 2018. It's time for some new names in that program. 25.68 for Andrew Vanas. He's 48.74. And that'll get it done. You keep that pace up, Andrew. That will definitely get it done. Looking very strong. Ben Leginski went a 26.2. 26.2 for Enzo as well. 26.5 for Aiden in 3. The other guys are 26s, but Andrew Vanas throws the 26.6, sitting at 115.3. So he goes to his hand touch, and they usually can beat their third split on their fourth in this event. He's going to be right on that relay, or right on that record. Michael Cooper, 42.62. Andrew Vanas has something to say about it. He's getting his hand in here and beats that record, 141.77. What a great race for second. Outstanding swims there, boys. Yeah, Andrew's happy. Heck yeah. Big splash. Oh, yeah. Andrew gives some credit this way. Turn it around. Let's go. There are the times. Here he comes, coming over. Giving a little love to his Patriot competitor. That's Enzo. Did a great job himself. 143.68. And now we move to some awards. So we're going to pass it over to the indomitable Mike Greenwell.
And our first presentation, the 11 and 12 ladies for the 500 freestyle. The top 24 getting ribbons: Jenny Guttner, Rachel Copestick, Kara Brady, Tate McDonald, Savannah Lurch, Mila Fisher, Violet Welch, Amanda Lotz getting ribbons, Isabel Mason, Summer Lee, Hannah Wexler in 14th, Julia Turner in 13th, Ella Hafner in 12th, Jenna Ryan in 11th, Mae Strausser in 10th, and Brantley Patterson in 9th, all getting ribbons at the award stand. In 8th place, Eagle Swim Team, Alicia Ann. 7th place is St. Andrews, Lexi Lucchesi. In 6th place, Audrey Decatur of Rockville, Montgomery. Lauren Canty in 5th place for Long Island. Iowa Flyers, Helena Mundasev in 4th for Iowa Flyers. 3rd, the bronze, Julia Zettler, Nation's Capital. The silver to Long Island Aquatics, Una Diaz. And number 1, the gold going to Cavalier Aquatics, Sedona King, posting in with a winning time, 5:13.10. And congratulations, ladies. And the gentlemen, again, the top 24 getting ribbons. And the gentlemen doing the Walk of Fame right now, the top 8. At 8th place, Nova of Virginia Aquatics, John Ackerley. 7th place is Nova of Virginia Aquatics, Drew Hodham. In 6th, Nova of Virginia, Gibson Jones. In 5th place, Long Island Aquatics, Jaden Young. 4th goes to Eli Rutherford of Cavalier Aquatics. The bronze to Windermere Lakers, Jaden Sy. In the silver, Cavalier Aquatics, Ben Carlton. And number 1 in the gentlemen 11 and 12 500 freestyle, Rochester Swim Club, Kai Joyner. And again, congratulations, gentlemen. The camera up there by the speakers. You can wave hello. And the ladies, 13 and 14, 200 freestyle. In 8th place, Sasha Carafin of Long Island Aquatics. Palatine Swim Team in 7th place with Peyton Menely. Vivian Zangaro in 6th place, Long Island Aquatics. Machine Aquatics, Elizabeth Bryan in 5th place. 4th place goes to Kate Farrell of St. Charles Swim Team. The bronze to Academy Bullets, Annabelle Naraki. The silver to Waukesha Express, Emmy Meyer. And number 1, Long Island Aquatic Club, Ellie Franks, posting in with a winning time, 1:52.84, getting the gold. And in the gentlemen, 13 and 14. And here they go, the top 8 making the march again, being famous. In 8th place, Ben Franks, Nova of Virginia. 7th place goes to William Demokos Murphy of St. Andrews Aquatics. In 6th place, Long Island Aquatic, Reed O'Connell. In 5th place, Nova of Virginia, Aiden Mamenovic. 4th place goes to Charlie Began of Rockville, Montgomery. The bronze to Ole Swimming, Ben Luginski. The silver to Patriot Aquatics, Enzo Desvade Ruiz. And the gold with a new meet record, Nation's Capital, the record 141.77, Andrew Van Ness. And again, congratulations, gentlemen. Setting the stage for the 200 breaststroke series, the 11 and 12 ladies taking ownership of the starting blocks
and
right now.
Thank
Jenna
you,
Ryan
Mike,
at
for
block
those
number
awards.
1.
Some great
Emma
swims,
Wang
and we move on to the next one. Number 65, the 11 and 12 girls 200-yard breaststroke, 8 lengths of the pool. Jenna Ryan will swim for Rockville, Montgomery. You see the list right there for the C final. These are our 11-year-olds. Emily Wang, Long Island Aquatic Club in 2. Elaine Chu, Rockville, Montgomery in 3. Long Island Aquatic Club's Mila Fisher in 4. Angelina Luo, Rockville, Montgomery's in 5. Nation's Capital has Violet Mullen in 6. And a pair of Cavaliers to round out the heat, Caroline Barcia in lane 7 and Lily Sturrock in lane 8. Lily's time this morning was 2:46.92 to be the last person in. Fastest of the morning from Long Island's Mila Fisher, and that's why they gave her lane 4 when she went 2:43.21. Pretty tight heat, maybe lane 1 and 2 and lane 7 and 8. We're looking at 36.2 for both Emily and Jenna, lane 2 and lane 1, and 36.4 for both lane 6 and 7, Violet and Caroline. See up there at the top, a couple swimmers being led by that dark cap and Nation's Capital, Violet Mullen. But down here at the bottom, Long Island touching first there, Emily Wang. She went 40.3 on her second 50 to get that 1:16.5. Jenna Ryan went a 40.9 in lane 1. She's 7/10 back. Violet Mullen, she's right there with him up there in lane 6. Violet in the dark cap at the top seems to be putting in a strong move here. Emily in 2, Jenna in 1. Don't forget about Angelina Liu, and she's in 5. Violet Mullen turned in the fastest split. She was 41.6. Jenna Ryan in lane 1 was 41.8. Violet trying to pull away. She gets to that wall a little before everybody. She is going to come into a very tight finish with Jenna Ryan finishing strong in lane 1. Here comes Caroline Garcia in 7. At the touch, it is Jenna Ryan, lane 1. 240.35, 2/100ths of a second ahead of Violet Mullen. And she was, there's everybody's time. And right behind her was Caroline Garcia. Great swims, girls. Nice drop from the morning times, and that'll get us to the B final. Girls 11 and 12 that finished 9th through 16th this morning. Lane 1 is Elena Lindley from Rockville, Montgomery. You see the names. Lane 2 is going to be Rafaela Andretta, Charles River. Rockville, Montgomery has Brooke Lasco in 3. Barracudas from the southeast have Hayden McDonald in lane 4. Nova of Virginia has Jillian Clace. She's in 5. Kate Rosenbaum. She's from Blazing Barracudas. That's a different team than Hayden's team in lane 4. Long Island Aquatic Club has Ashley Simmons in 7. And Rockville, Montgomery is put forth Ellie Zhu out in lane number 8. So, 8 lengths of the pool this morning. Hayden was the fastest out of this group. She went 2:39.05. Ellie was 2:42.95 to qualify in the 16th position overall. Turning first with a 35.1. That's Brooke Lasco, Rockville, Montgomery. She spells it different than the great California swimmer Destin Lasco, who actually used to swim for our Southern Jersey team down in days gone by. Destin swimming, growing up, having great success as a youngster in South Jersey. Now leading the way up there for Cal. Watch that 200 IM tonight if you're not watching this. Look at this. We're having a great race right here. 4 girls virtually turning together, all within 0.3 of a second, at least the first 3. 39.1. Jillian Case in lane 5 was the fastest of the group on that 50. Kate Rosenbaum, she's the Blazing Barracuda in 6, just the other side of her. Those girls turned first and second at that mark. Coming into the 150 turn, they'll go down and back one more time. Lane number 5 is Jillian Clace. 150, she's a 40.1. Hayden McDonald, 40.1 in lane 4. Kate was a 40.4 up there in lane 6. Everybody else was over 41. And there's the race right there, 5 and 6. 5 is Jillian Clace, and 6 is Kate Rosenbaum, Nova and Blazing Barracudas. But it looks like Jillian's got what it takes to hold on here. 2:34.58. Jillian Clace, that's a 5-second drop. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All the girls now in. There's Jillian. Happy to see that time. And that means our championship final is coming up for the girls 11 and 12 breaststroke. You can hear them marching out. Here they are going by. They all have their goggles in place, man. They're not waiting until they get to the block. Hard for me to imagine. Lane number 1, Maddie Dixon. She's from Eagle Swim Team. The Flying Dolphins 92Y has Katie Park into Lake Country Swim Team. There's Tessa Hansen. You got her right there in 3, stretching on the block. Lane 4, Lainey Alderman, H2 Okies. She was fastest this morning. You saw that 2:29.61. Just a couple tenths ahead of this one. Abby Moore patting herself on the back, and she should. She's one of Academy Bullet stars. There's Zadie Schatz. She's in 6th for SSAC. Charlotte Landy, Nova of Virginia in 7. And stepping up, you see Finley Chong. She led the parade for Rockville, Montgomery. And they're all in clean. No drama at the start. And you like it that way. Getting up quick, that's Tessa Hansen in lane number 3, Lake Country Swim Team. Over in lane number 5, Academy has Abby Moore. Both of these girls are getting out pretty quick. Tess is 32:21, 32:55 for Abby. The record in this event, 2:22.31, set in 2019 by Layla Welsh, swimming for Piedmont Family. That's out there. That's a pretty good swim for anybody. And right now we're seeing a pretty good swim from Tessa Hansen. Abby Moore right trying to go with her in lane 5. Lane 3 has the lead. You see at 1:08.6. Second and a half ahead. So Tessa just went 36.4. The rest of the girls 37.3, 37.5, 38.7. Still Tessa Hansen, Lake Country, up in Wisconsin, lots of lakes in Wisconsin. Tessa, she goes 38.1. Abby made up a 10th. She went 38.0. Laney trying to stay relevant. She goes 38.1. She just let them get too far away in the beginning. She's matching their times now. Tessa definitely has a slight lead, but look how strong Abby Moore is here. Abby and Laney in the middle pushing probably for the bronze. Abby Moore moving really good down the stretch. She's got that kick working, looking strong, and it belongs to Abby, 2:25.13. Almost 5 seconds better than she went this morning. That's wild. That's why we love being here at the world's greatest age group swim meet. Look at that smile. Yeah, just give me some oxygen. Way to go, Abby. So another event in the books. We move to the boys 11 and 12 breaststroke. The C final. Only found it 3 eligible qualifiers from the morning heats who were 11 and made these cuts, and we're here. So we'll have 3 guys race it off for their second swim in this event. Jacob Sun from Charles River, he's going to be in lane 3. Peter Guo, he's in lane 4 for Rockville. And Nation's Capital has Wyatt Russell in lane number 5. We've heard so many great comments this week about the production team, the camera work, the clarity of the video, and we just want to really thank Chris Lundy and the Take It Live team. These guys have been awesome for us all week and all last week, and they got so much going on, and they make it available for us to bring this to you all around the world, literally. Or you can go back to it. You want to go back and watch the guy this morning in the heat where he missed the turn by 5 meters and nobody saw it, but you go back and watch it on the video. Yeah, you can do that. You can go back and watch Erin Gemmel swim from 5 years ago when she was here. I'm going to have to get those guys to dig up the interview we did with her that first year she was here, maybe 16 or 17 when she makes the Olympic team next year. That'll be good. These boys are having a good race. Peter Guo, he's in the center, turning at the halfway mark with a slight lead over Wyatt Russell. Peter in 4, Wyatt in 5, and that's Jacob over here in 3. 41.8 is what Peter went on his second 50. Wyatt went a 41.2. And then only 4/10 separated them. Peter trying to pull away now on this third of 4 50s that they have to pace and race. And 50 to go. Peter's got the lead. He threw in a 42.6 to 45.2 for Wyatt, so he opened up a big lead there. 45.3 for Jacob. C final, 200 breaststroke, 11 and 12 boys. Peter Grove, Rockville, Montgomery, 2:40.91. Drops his time almost 5 full seconds. Great job. Also for Wyatt. And there's Jacob. Everybody's in. We move on to the B final. 8 swimmers here. Preston Green in lane number 1 for Northwest Arkansas Aquatics. The Mundelein Mustang Swim Club has Merrick Sikora in 2. Rockville Montgomery gives us Dennis Berinsky, lane 3. Lane 4, Isaiah Wong, Nation's Capital. Abe Partridge for Ole Swimming in 5. Colby Humphreys, Rockville Montgomery in 6. Jackson Bravery, Machine Aquatics in 7. And Brian Yang, Swift Aquatics in lane number 8. 8 lengths of the pool breaststroke, 11 and 12 boys, B final. Trying to get out there quick up at the top of the screen. That's Brian Yang. He's from Swift Aquatics. Lane number 4, your Isaiah Wong. He's 33.7. Brian's 34.0. Isaiah went a 2:33.54 this morning to lead this heat. Brian snuck in with a 2:39.78. See Isaiah Wong from Nation's Capital right in the center now, starting to distance himself. He has that fastest 50 on that second round. He went 38.6, 39s for both Dennis and Abe on either side of him. 39.8 for Brian up there in lane 8. Isaiah Wong holding on to it. Colby Humphreys trying to make a move over in lane 6 now. He's going to have a good 50 split here. Isaiah went 39.98. Colby turns in a 40.01, so he was faster than everybody except Isaiah. You can't catch him if you can't beat him. Gotta beat him in one of these 50s to catch him. But Isaiah's picked up his tempo. He's looking pretty strong. Lane number 3, Dennis Berinsky finishing strong as well. But this is going to be Isaiah Wong. He goes 2:32.13. And he takes heat number 2 to B final. All right. I know it's tiring. I feel you. There are the times. Good swim, boys. And I hear the music, and here they come. Hayden's coming at a torrid pace. He's already gone past the camera. Hayden Rybaski. He's a St. Charles swim team heading all the way down to the end. Swimming lane 8. The 11 and 12 boys, the 8 fastest from the morning. Let's go to lane number 1, where we will see Rockville Montgomery's Haruki Otani. Oh yeah, go get him, Haruki. Dima Rodzolski is swimming for Hinsdale in lane 2. There he is. There's 3. Shu Emi for Rockville Montgomery. Always good to make sure your suit's tied. That's good, Shoes. Kingston Tang's excited. He's in lane 4 for Ole Swimming. Chase Whitman, he's from Charles River Aquatics in lane 5. Morgan Jackson, you see him there in 6 for Nova, Long Island, jumping up and down with Nicholas, right? DeAngelis and Hayden Rybaski, we said, lane 8. Got up and got out there. Let's see what they do in the water. The record in this event, Reed O'Connell, last year swimming for Long Island Aquatics, and Reed went 2:15.52. Boys this morning, Kingston Tang, we said from Ole Swimming, he was our fastest qualifier. He went 2:23.78. Hayden got in with a 2:32.83. So a kind of a wide range of 9 seconds in this event. You'd expect that. Young guys here in 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6. That's Dima Rodzolski, 32.31. Kingston goes 32.32. Chase and Jackson, 32.5. Shu, 32.6. So we're all right there. Good underwaters, holding on to kicking up. Kingston gets the most out of that distance. When you're underwater and you're streamlined, you can really slice through the water. It's such a cool feeling. Kingston, 107.96. That Dima is second with a 109. 35.6 is what Kingston Tang went on that. Chase Whitman was a 109.0 with a 36.5. Jackson was 9.7 with a 36.2. Jackson in lane 6 was trying to make a move. Lane 5, Chase Whitman is chasing Kingston 10, but I don't think he's going to get him. We'll see how this last 50 goes. Kingston goes 36.3. Chase goes 37.3. Lane 7, nope, that's Nicholas DeAngelis was 37.5, but no other 36s up there. This one's going to belong to OLY, the Oakland Live Wires 12 and under star, Kingston Tang. He's going to get it done. His time this morning, we said, was 2:23.7. Tonight, he wins it with a 2:21.20. OLY, way to go, dude. sure Coach Jeff is home. There's a smile. Look at him. Yeah, he's all happy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, look up at the camera, Kingston. There you go. All right. That was for you, Coach Jeff. I put my arm up like make a strong arm. He did that for you because you are making that whole team strong, brother. And your brothers here, all of them, coaches are doing a great job. So we're coming back now to the girls butterfly race, 13 and 14 years of age. It'll be the 100 butterfly. The great Tess Howley set the record in 2019 for Long Island Aquatic Club. Tess went a 53-51 back then. Stella Tomlinson is taking to block 1 for Patriot Aquatic Club NRC final. Vivian Zangaro right next to her in 2 for Long Island Aquatic. Long Island Express in 3 with Rachel Hui. SSTY is A.B. King. Karina Dye for Long Island Aquatic Club in 5. Harper Paradise Verona Area Swim Team in 6. Charlie Bishop, Lake Country in 7. And Jocelyn Hayashi, Patriot, up in 8. And it might be Charlie Bishop at the 50. She goes 27-1-1. 27-3 for Stella Tomlinson in lane 1. 27-2, Rachel Hui, the Long Islander Express-wise in lane 3. And she looks strong there, and coming off Rachel's blue cap. And very strong coming down. It looks like the Express has it. Yep, Rachel Hui, Long Island Express. Lane number 3, there's her time. 58:43. She was 1:00 this morning, so I know that feels good. And we move on to the B final. Palatine Swim Team has Peyton Menley in lane 1. Area Grossenbach, Patriot Aquatic Club in lane 2. Grace Brown from Cavalier is in lane 3. All the way from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Kenzie Henrik is in lane 4. Una Lee, Long Island Aquatic Club in 5. Nation's Capital, Savannah Harris in 6. And another couple Long Island Aquatic girls, Ellie Franks and Kara McDonald, round out the field in 7 and 8. This morning, Kenzie, the South Dakota native, went 58.56 to be the fastest of this group. And 59.46, 9/10 slower than that, was Kara McDonald to get in 16th place. So when only 1 second separates the field, you like to say it's anybody's game, but you know, Kenzie, she said, I didn't come from South Dakota for nothing. I want to get out here and race this thing. Grace Brown, the Cavalier, right next to her, trying to have something to say about that as well. Grossenbach in 3rd. She's the Patriot in lane 2. The dart cap, but the dart cap in the middle is Kenzie Henrik, Sioux Falls Swim Team at the 75. This morning we said she went 58.56. This is looking a lot faster than a 58 to me. She's going to do herself right here. Touching first, 56.54. Very nice swim for Kenzie Henrik. Whoa, yeah, look, she can barely believe it. I'm looking at the clock. I can't believe it. Look this way, Kenzie. Yeah, okay, I'm so happy. And my friend is happy. Everybody's happy. When you swim fast, happiness just abounds. It's a wonderful thing. And speaking of happy swimmers, we've got those who finished in the big final, the fastest 8. Here they are marching out. That's Annika Kai from Rockville leading the way. Oh, yeah, these girls are serious. They're ready. This is a ready group. Lane number 1 is going to get to her block. Drop, that's Faith Lama, Edina Swim Club. There she is. Lane number 2, that's Alara Hurwitz. She's our girl. Alara getting her cap and goggles set. St. Andrews Aquatics. Lane 3, Stingray Swim Team. Savannah Duffy is in lane 3. There's Savannah. All right. right. Lane 4, Lucy Velty at Astra Area Aquatics, Quad A. She's having a heck of a meet. In lane 5, Brill Mackay, Oli swimming there. Yep, you got her. Purple suit, OLY. Academy Bullets, Leah Roji. Leah's in lane 6. Sophia Oliveria, lane 7. She's focused in lane 8. There he is. There she is, Annika Kai, who led our parade and swims out of lane 8. And the girls are in. Fastest of the morning, we said, was Lucy, 57.27. 58.47 is what it took to get in 8th place. And Lucy does get out fast. She was on her game last night and seems to be doing more of the same. Lane 8 is Annika Kai. She's out quick. But Lucy's first with a 25.59. Annika 26.0. You can see second right there. And all the girls getting down this 75 turn. Lucy looking very strong. Pops up. Annika's hanging in there on the outside, but here comes a couple more, but Lucy's going to get this one with 55.79. Second place going to Savannah Duffy, finishing very strong, coming home in a 29.8 to give her a 56.7. Very good swims there for the girls. Everybody looks like they got a little faster. That's always a good thing. Always a good thing. Okay. So now, the girls' butterfly is in the books. The boys have the 100 butterfly. We'll start with the C heat. You see the 13-year-olds that are listed there. Edina Swim Club's Peyton McGuire in 1. Daniel Garcia from MMAC out of Illinois. Cole Dameron's in 3. He swims for Nova. Long Island Express has Zachary Paggi. He's in 4. Benjamin Wisotsky. Waukesha Express Swim Team's lane 5. Roman Drews is in 6 for Rockville Montgomery. And the boys are in. Tyler Kaminsky, we know he's from Nation's Capital. He's in 7. And Jacob Sy, hometown hero from the Windermere Lakers, in lane number 8. Record here was 49.12. 100 butterfly in 2019. William Hayon. I remember Will. He was another one of the famous mid-Wisconsin wave makers. Very close in this first 50. 26.0 for Cameron Dole. You got Kaminsky out there in 7 with a 26.1. 26.1 for Drews in 6. Lane number 4, Zachary from the Long Island Express. But man, look at it. Who knows who's going to touch first? Maybe, yep, it is Cameron Dole. The Cole Dameron. Cole went 54.93. In this C finals, producing some great swims. I'm really glad we have it. Look at that across the board. Look how close that race was. All right. We're looking at the B final. Max Vazirani from Charles River. He's going to be in lane number 1. Next to him from Rockville, Jonah Ginsberg. Josh Farnsworth and his teammate Charlie Welsh are in 3 and 4, representing Nova of Virginia. Rockville Montgomery has Griffin Oler. He's in 5. Cone Boyd from Edina in 6. Matthew Karasek, Palatine in 7. And top of your screen up there, Max Garbax. He's in lane number 8, Madison Aquatic Club. These boys this morning, Charlie was the fastest in lane 4, 53.45. 54.85 is what it took for Max to get in. Charlie making quick work of this. The Nova swimmer touches 50s at 24.47. You see it. get the early lead. Good turn. He's got a good rhythm. Really nice control. Hits his wall very perfectly. Good underwaters. Yep. Charlie Welsh. He went 53.45 this morning, but tonight turns in a 52.46 to win the banana heat. Oh, yeah. And there's the music. Here comes the pump. Leading the way, that's Charlie Begin. Begin the parade. Yep, he's going to be the lane 8 swimmer. So he sets the pace for the walkout. Guys seem to set their own pace. Yeah, give me some knuckles. Different culture, the guys walking out than the young girls marching out quickly. Gage Helfrich, swimming for Academy Bullets, and he's in lane number 1. Getting his colorful gear off, getting ready to go. Lane 2, there's Thomas McMillan. Thomas is St. Charles swim team. The Patriot, Enzo Desviat Ruiz, came down from Illinois with the red, white, and blue cap, star on it. Aiden Muminovic was our fastest guy this morning with that 52.02, but only 2 100s behind him. Rockville's Alexander Jungbluth. Andrew Vanas, he's always deadly. He went 52.5 this morning, but the end cap swimmer may have something left. Ryan Baldwin, you see next to him in lane 7. Ryan's from Long Island Aquatic, and we said Charlie Begin. We began with Begin, but now he's in lane 8, Rockville, Montgomery. So the Nova swimmer in lane 4 was only 2/10 ahead of Jungbluth in 5 in the morning, and they were both 5/10 ahead of Andrew Vanas out there in lane 6, who makes a big first 25 as predicted. It's not that difficult when you've been sitting here watching him just destroy the competition all weekend. Andrew touches first with a 23.43, and these are not shabby swimmers. Jungbluth, Desviat Ruiz, these are good 13 and 14 boys. Right now, you know, Andrew was 23.43, and over here on this side, though, let's look at Enzo. No, let's look at Aiden. Aiden's coming. He's got it. He's going to win it. Yeah, what a finish. I'm saying Aiden. Enzo came back with a 26.08 on that second, 50.06. Vanas gets the second. There you go. What a great race, Enzo. You should be pumped up. Yeah, he's already climbed out of the pool. He is. This morning, Aiden was a 52.0. Tonight, a 50.06. Wow. All right, let's see some awards. Let's turn it over to Mike at the mic. We'll be back.
And presenting awards for the 11 and 12 ladies, 200 breaststroke. In 8th place was Charlotte Lande of Nova of Virginia. Finley Chong in 7th for Rockville, Montgomery. Stanford Sailfish in 6th place. Zadie Schatz in 6th place, that is. 5th place is Katie Park of the 92nd Y Flying Dolphins. 4th place, Manny Dixon of Eagle Swim Team. The bronze going to H2 Oki Aquatics, Lainey Alderman. The silver to Lake Country, Tessa Hansen. And the gold to Academy Bullets, Abby Moore. Posting in with a winning time, 2:25.13. And again, Pro Swim Visuals, our professional photographer on the deck taking photographs. You can get to that online at proswimvisual.com. And now presenting the gentlemen 11 and 12 for the 200 breaststroke. In 8th place, St. Charles Swim Team, Hayden Rybaski. 7th place goes to Rockville, Montgomery, Haruki Otani. In 6th place, Rockville, Montgomery, Zhao Limi. 5th place to Long Island Aquatics, Nicholas DeAngelis. In 4th place, Nova of Virginia Aquatics, Jackson Morgan. In 3rd place, Hinsdale Swim Club, Dima Rozdolski. In silver, Charles River Aquatics, Chase Whitman. And the gold goes to Ole Swimming, Kingston Tang, posting in with a 2:21.20. And presenting the ladies 13 and 14 100 butterfly. In 8th place, the Dino Swim Club, Faith Lama. 7th place, St. Andrews, Alara Hurwitz. 6th place, Academy Bullets, Leah Rogi. In 5th place, Only Swimming, Aubriel McKay. In 4th place, Charles River Aquatics, Sophia Oliveira. The bronze going to Rockville, Montgomery, Attica Kai. The silver to the Stingrays, Savannah Duffy. And the gold to Ad Astra Area Aquatics, Lucy Velty, posting in with a winning time, 55.79. And congratulations, ladies. Our next presentation, the gentlemen 13 and 14 for the 100 butterfly. And Bill Shawls. In the gentlemen 13 and 14 100 fly, Rockville, Montgomery, Charlie Beggett at block number 8. Academy Bullets, Gage Helfrich at block number 7. Long Island Aquatics, Ryan Baldwin at block number 6th place. In 5th place, St. Charles Swim Team, Thomas McMillan. 4th place goes to Nova of Virginia, Aiden Maminovic. The bronze to Rockville, Montgomery, Alexander Jungbluff. The silver to Nation's Capital, Andrew Van Ness. And the gold to Patriot Aquatics, Enzo Desvate Ruiz, posting in with a winning time of 50.06. And I know we're anxious because I see the ladies charged in the blocks right now, getting ready for the 50 Butterfly Series. Opal Fraser Johnson at block number 1. Lily Sturrock at block number 2.
Thank you, Mike. All right, awards are over, and we are
Ellen
into the
Young
50 Butterfly 11 and 12 girls C final. Opal Fraser Johnson from Ole Swimming is right behind lane 1, getting ready to get down there and back. Cavalier has Lily Sturrock in lane 2, going to race with her. A couple of Blazing Barracudas. 3 and 4, Eva Hughes and Ellen Young. 5 is Valentina Believ, SSAC. Lexi D'Amico from Northwest Arkansas in 6. That's her. Kelly Burke from Madison in 7, and Ashlista Fadtare, Nova in lane 8. Down and back butterfly. You hit your start and turn and just undulate. Make it quick. Get those underwaters. Pretty tight across the board. Just about anybody coming in. Who's got the best finish is what it comes down to. It is lane 4, Ellen Young. She's a blazing barracuda. Look how close that was. Wow. 28-2-1. 20, all of them. 2-6, 4-8, 5-2. Good thing we have electronic timing. Second heat, Tate McDonald in 1. She's Hinsdale. Peoria has Cam Gardenia in 2. NCAP's got McKinley Bussin in 3. Evie Gow. Evie made it to the blocks this time, so I guess they've worked it out. They're letting her swim. She is in lane 4. Roxy Rohrball right next to her. That's Roxy in lane 5. Wait, well, hold on a minute here. Do we have a reset? Oh, no, we're good. Roxy is in lane 5. I'm just losing my mind. She is in lane 5 for St. Andrews. Go Rocks. Nora Landon in 6 for the Iowa Flyers. Nora Landon is in 6. Sophia Rogenbuck in 7 for Ole Swimming. And Claire Simon in lane number 8, Academy Bullets. So I am glad to see Evie was not tossed out of the meet. I don't know why she missed that other race, but good news that she's okay. And coming down, it's going to be lane number 4. Evie looks like she's glad she got the extra rest. Touches first with a 27.30. There you go. It's good sportsmanship, getting it over there. Good racing, girls. Okay, so now we get to the championship final. These girls are going to come marching out. Vivian Marshall's going to lead the way because she's in lane 8 for Nation's Capital. So we're listening. Here comes the music. 50 Butterfly, ladies, 11-12. The meet record was set all the way back in 2016. Academy Bullets, Sierra Limbu. She went 25.96. And there's Vivian leading the way out. Girls are looking pretty serious. What did we see? 7 out of 8 with goggles on, or maybe 6 out of 8. I just don't know how people walk around like that. But, you know, it helps them get focused. Here's Vivian Gameni for Rise. That's her. She's in lane 1, getting ready to go. Lane 2 is Erin Cass. Machine Aquatics. Madison Southwell is from Rise. She's in lane 3. Lane 4, your top qualifier, Maddie Bynum's having a heck of a meet. And lane 5, Lexi Morrison. Lane 6, Sophia Penchev, Palatine. Lexi's from Fairfax Area Aquatics. Ella Marsh, Ad Astra in lane 7. In lane 8, Vivian Marshall, Nation's Capital. Now, you can't help but notice that lane 4, Maddie Bynum, not even wearing a tech suit, at least in this event. She's stepping up there in her own Speedo and just, I don't need all that tech. Maybe she's saving that for another meet. Nice, interesting. Yeah, this is a pretty big meet. It is the world's greatest age group swim meet. And Maddie says, well, you know what? Maybe I just don't want to wear one of those. Okay, I'm with you, Maddie, because you're swimming so well. You know, we got to get hats off. It looks like you're first at the 25. Maddie Bynum, who needs a tech suit? I'm going to come in. Lane number 7 is Ella Marsh, but this is Maddie, 26.07. Just off Sierra's record. And she's happy. She's happy with that time. She's like, okay, this works. Heck yeah, 26.0, suit or no suit, man, that's awesome. That's even better with no tech suit. The boys' 50 flies coming up, the 11 and 12 C final. You can read the names right there on your screen. Timmy Abbott, Arlington in 1. Sam Cass, New Trier is in 2. Trip Thomas, Rockville 3. Lubo Louis, Chorbatskis. He's New Trier in 4. Connor Plushqua, St. Charles in 5. Wesley Moncton, Nation's Capital in 6. SSAC has Lewis Myers in 7. And Jack Danahy for Nova is in lane number 8. All right. Okay, boys, step up, step down, get ready to go. Arlington Aquatic Club, lane 1. See Timmy getting off. He has that cool cap with the alligator on it. Lane 4 with a good start. That's Lubo. He's your fastest of this crew this morning. Lubo went a 27.91. Jack got in lane number 8 with a 29.60. This down and back. Don't forget lane 5, Connor Plushqua. But it is going to Lubo, 27.33. Drops his time, gets the first for the C heat. He's just going, yeah, man, he's a happy guy. Way to go, Lubo. All right. Coming up next is going to be the B final. The B final starts with Team Swim Academy in 1. That's Buddy Walden. Preston Wong, Nova of Virginia, is in lane 2. Jace Christensen, St. Charles in 3. Josiah Sturgill, Machine Aquatics, lane 4. Rutan McWhirter, Rockwood in 5. NCAP has Phoenix Wentland in 6. Chase Humphreys from Rockville in 7. And Cavaliers got Ben Charlton back in lane 8. Ben went 27.82 to qualify in the 16th position. Fastest in the heat. Machines Josiah went 27.13. Those 50 starts always so tough. I'm glad we've got the best officials in the world here at the world's greatest age group swimming meet. It certainly helps. Look how fast lane number 5 is out. That's Connor Plushqua. I'm sorry, that's Rutan. I'm on the wrong heat. That's Rutan McWhirter from Rockwood. Rutan is going to touch first. Wow, 25.91. That would have been the second fastest time of the morning. Outstanding swim. There he is. Yeah, he's looking. Yeah, I knew I could do that. I got it, coach. Way to go, McWhirter. Nice swim. Roten McWhirter. Cool name. All right. And a cool swim. And here come 8 guys hoping to be just as cool or cooler when they get their chance. Dylan Pinos from Rockville. He's the one leading the parade. Yeah. Okay, he's a no-goggle guy. Everybody else on, off. On. So 2 out of 6 guys walk out with their goggles not yet placed on their eyeballs. Interesting. Just doing some statistical analysis here to pass the time. Excited to see Riley Burke representing Ozaki. He's got that orange cap for Ozaki Aquatics. Leo Torres is Charles River. He looks ready, man. That's a fit guy. And lane 2, lane 3, Rafael Fontana. He's from Rockville, and his teammate Jeremiah Jermosin bouncing up and down. He's got a different color cap than the rest of the Rockville guys. So Eli Rutherford he's Cavalier. They all have that CA cap. Looks pretty cool. St. Lee, Rockville. Got lane 6 covered. Lane 7 is Aiden Malky from Swim United. And we said Dylan, he led the parade. Pino, he's out there in lane 8. All right. Down and back, they're going after William Hayon's 23.64 record. That would be a 2-second drop for any of these guys. So good luck to them. That Hayon, man, that was a heck of a year. The wave makers, I think there's still waves down here that were made from, obviously. At the turn, maybe Jeremiah with a slight lead. Yeah, he looked good coming off of it. His teammate Raphael just on this side of him. Oh, look over there in lane number 6. Got St. Lee, but it's Jeremiah Jermosin, 25.41. So, gets another goal. Happy with that. A lot of water slapping. They see the big guys do that, and they, okay, yeah, I'm going to slap. I like it. I'm going to blow the water out. It's fine. Imitation, finest form of flattery. So we move on. The girls 50 backstroke for 13-14 girls. It's going to go quick, so here they are in the seed final. Leah Roji, Academy Bullets in 1. Her teammate Chloe Life Snyder in 2. Samantha Reamer, NCAP in 3. Verona area has Harper Paradise in 4. Patty Tang, Long Island Aquatic in 5. Southwest Aquatic has Maya Miles in 6. And 7 and 8 are Melissa Paradise and Dylan Munchell, both of Nation's Capital. Record here set by our very own Aspen Gersper, St. Andrews Aquatics. 26.00 is what Aspen did as a 14-year-old swimmer here in 2019. Last week at the big meet, Aspen was the 3rd highest total of points scored. And Harper in lane 4 with a good turn. Looking very strong here. Just on the other side of her is Patty Tang. We've called that name a bit. Lane 1 is coming strong. That's Leah Roji, but this one belongs to Harper. 27.11. 27.11. All right. Nice drop over a second, or right about a second. There's everybody's times. And that will get us to the B final, where we will see Lane Francis, Nova in 1, Avery Warren, Hinsdale in 2. Alara Hurwitz is back for St. Andrews in 3. Hadley Petronello, Nation's Capital in 4. Allie Hayes, Long Island in 5. Maddie Inman, Nation's Capital 6. Karina Blanco, she's from Nova in 7. And Avery Rink, Madison Aquatic Club, stepping in down there in lane 8. All right, girls getting their wedges set. Hadley was the fastest this morning, 27.57. That's why she's in lane 4. Lane 5 was only 100th behind her, Allie Hayes. Nice start there, Lara Hurwitz in lane 3. She's looking like she came up pretty strong. Legs are fast on Hadley coming around. Very good turn going into it. Look up in lane number 8, Avery Rank. And what about Nation's Capital in 6? Touch! It is Hadley Petronello, 27.07. Maddie Inman from NCAP, 27.09, right behind her. Wow. Hadley did a great job getting her legs around. I didn't think she had the greatest start, but she sure made up for it going into and out of that turn. And a great finish. Way to get your hand on the wall. Nice swims, girls. That'll get us to the boys' 50 back. They'll be going down and back in a very fast manner as well. So Gersper, your record holds another year, 26.00. Nobody gets that one. But the boys' record, William Hayon, 23.20, is what these boys are shooting for. Starting with Brady Jordan, St. Charles in lane 1. Theodore Shum, Long Island Express, lane 2. Victor Gutt, Palatine Swim Team in 3. Machine Aquatics has lane 4 again. Neil Worgan. Rockville in 5 with Roman Drews. Ian Keemack, Blazing Barracudas in lane 6. Coleman. Oh, where am I going here? I'm on the wrong heat completely. I apologize. I thought that was the last heat. Those girls were so fast. So here we are. Thank you, guys. Saving me. Jocelyn Hayashi in 7. This is the championship heat. So Aspen, your relay, your 50-back record may still go here, girl. We're not turning the page yet. You've been able to read their names: Annabelle Nowacki, Josephine Piliang, Aubriel McKay, Kenzie Henry, fastest swimmer of the morning. She's in lane 4. And she's the one who went 26.3, so she's got a real shot at that record. Lucy Velt, very fast. She's in 5. Emmy Meyer. All these girls can be 25 the way they're swimming this weekend. You saw Mackenzie and Jocelyn. Apologies to your heat girls, but here we go. Good start. Underwaters look very good. Breaking up before that red mark. Yep. That's Lucy in lane 5. Kenzie in lane 4. Way over there in lane 7. That's Jocelyn Hayashi. 6 is Emmy Meyer. Emmy Meyer really strong over in 6. Might be able to see at the touch. Emmy goes first with a 26.13. Wow, look, she's shocked. I just surprised myself. She's got the express cap on there. Does that say national team on it? Oh, no, NCSA team. This is not the national championship, folks. Don't put national team on your cap. Thank you. Just my little public service address. Emmy Meyer wins the gold. Great job, Emmy. And Gersper lives another year. Here we go. The boys 13-14. Now the guys I was talking about while we were looking at the girls. Brady Jordan in 1, Theodore Shum 2, Victor Gutt 3, Neil Worgan 4, Roman Drews 5, Ian Kemak 6, Coleman O'Sullivan 7, and Zachary Paggy in lane 8. Been a long couple of weeks, but we're not done yet. Gonna get this 50 back, boys, in the C heat. Event number 74 is underway. This is the one Will Hayon went 23.20 back in 2019 to establish the fastest 14 and under ever. At least in this meet, and I think it might have been a national record. Look how close these guys are in the C final. Anybody's game. I mean, lane 4 is Neil Worgan. He's a machine, and he does get it. 26.43, 4/100ths ahead of Victor Gutt. Is he going to do the foot clap? Yes, he is. That's good. He got it done. All right, Neil. I'm not sure where that came from, but there's a number of the guys that like doing it, so maybe somebody will have to inform me who started that trend. Here's the B final. Alexander Jungbluth is in lane number 1 for Rockville. Ole has Ben Leginski in 2. Colton Mettler, Rockville in 3 with his teammate Seamus Rooney in 4. Alex Atkins, Rockwood Swim Club is in 5. Jack Michelli, Nation's Capital, is in lane 6. Jude Hill, SSTY, is in lane 7, and Jack Chavornik, he's Rockville Montgomery, lane number 8. Swimmers who finished 9th through 16th this morning, the B final. The banana final when it first came in the 70s. One of the established coaches said, why are we having this heat? This is it's a banana heat constant. So they started throwing bananas at the first one. Hey, everybody got a banana. You won the heat. True story. Down here, it's down and back, and you can call this. Seamus Rooney was the fastest in the morning with 25.53. He's in lane 4 looking good, but lane 1 is very strong. That's Alexander Jungbluth, and he's going to steal it with a 24.28. Wow, there's the foot clap. Oh, yeah, Alexander's got it done. He was high in the sky with that foot clap. Oh, yeah. Gotta like that. That would have been the 3rd fastest time of the morning. Okay, so we'll go to the walkout. Sasha Rozdolski is going to be leading the way for the Rise Aquatic Club. There he is, setting the pace. He's got goggles on, focus. Goggles and headphones for Matthew Karasek. That's him coming down. He'll be in lane 7. The rest of the guys, yeah, a couple goggles off. Most on. Couple knuckles. Enzo can go with his goggles off. He's coming off that big victory. The way he finished that fly, man, he can saunter out any way he wants. Charlie Begin is who we'll begin with again. We'll begin again with Charlie in Rockville 1. Lane 2, St. Charles Thomas McMillan. Yeah, jumping up and down, get the blood flowing. Griffin Oler, Rockville Montgomery in lane number 3. There he is clapping back there. Here he's getting a top qualifier, Braden Cape and Academy Bullets in 4. And he's going right next to Big Enzo Desviat Ruiz for Patriot in 5. Lane 6, Andrew Vanas. He likes that lane end cap. He's over there again. Matthew Karasek, we said, in 7 for Palatine, and Rise has Sasha in lane 8. These guys are going after the Hayon record of 23.20. 2019, 23.76 was Braden this morning. They took a 25.5 to get in. Some nice starts, good breakout. Doesn't look like anybody went past. I told you that Varna start, doesn't matter if it's off the block or in the water. He's always quick on that first length. Good underwaters. Here they come. Andrew Vanas over there. You got Braden Capon. You got Enzo. And it's going to go to Andrew. 23.45. 2/10 off the record, but look how close these guys are. Andrew wins another one. He's showing off those muscles. Got every right to. Enzo right next to him. Had a good swim himself. 23.77. Capon with the second. 6-0. Look at that. Outstanding racing, boys. And that's going to mean that we are headed off to give you all some awards. We'll take a break. Go to Mike on awards, and then we'll be back for the individual medley races momentarily.
And the starting blocks are our award stand. The ladies, 11 and 12, 50 butterfly. Stepping up on the blocks there at block number 8, 8th place, Rise Aquatics, Vivian Jimeni. In 7th place, Nation's Capital, Vivian Marshall. 6th place, Palatine Swim Team, Sophia Penci. 5th place goes to Ella Marsh at Astra. No 4th place. We had a tie for 3rd. Fairfax Area Aquatics, Lexi Morrison, and Rise Aquatics, Madison Southwell. The silver goes to Machine Aquatics, Aaron Cass. And the gold to Nova of Virginia, Manny Bynum. Posting in with a winning time, 26:07. In the gentlemen, 11 and 12, 50 butterfly. 8th place goes to Rockville, Montgomery, Dylan Pino. 7th to Ozaki Aquatics, Riley Burke. In 6th place, Charles River, Leo Torres. In 5th place, Swim United, Aiden Malky. 4th place to Cavalier Aquatics, Eli Rutherford. The bronze to Rockville, Montgomery, Sean Lee. The silver to Rockville, Montgomery, Rafael Fontana. And the gold, a 1-2-3 punch, Rockville, Montgomery, Jeremiah Jamosin. Posting in with a winning time, 25:41. And congratulations, gentlemen. Presenting now the 13 and 14 ladies, 50 backstroke. In 8th place, Nation's Capital, Mackenzie Corey. 7th place, Academy Bullets, Annabelle Naraki. In 6th place, Patriot Aquatics, Jocelyn Hayashi. In 5th, Blazing Barracudas, Josephine Palang. 4th place goes to Ole Swimming, Aubriel McKay. The bronze to Ad Astra Area, Lucy Velty. The silver to Suez Falls Swim Team, Kenzie Henrik. And the gold to Emmy Meyer of Waukesha Express, posting in with the winning time, 26.13. I love it. Looking up at that camera, yes, you're smiling at home. That is a great smile. That's the way to do it. And the gentlemen 13 and 1450 backstroke. In 8th place is Rise Aquatics Sasha Rozdalski. In 7th is St. Charles Thomas McMillan. 6th place Rockville Montgomery Charlie Began. 5th place Palatine Swim Team Matthew Karasik. 4th Rockville Montgomery Griffin Uller. The bronze to Patriot Aquatics Enzo Desfait Ruiz. The silver to Academy Bullets Braden Kappen. And number 1 taking the event with the gold, Nation's Capital, Andrew Venice. Posting in with the winning time, 23.45. And getting ready at the starting blocks now, the 11 and 12 ladies, 200 individual medley. Sophia Rogenbach at block number 1, Julie Diaz at 2, Jenna Ryan at block number 3, Zadie Schatz at block number 4, 5 is Helena Mundiziv. Katie Rosenbaum at block number 6, Kelly Burke at 7, and Mila Fisher at block number 8. Ladies, 11 and 12, 200 individual medley.
SSAC in 4. Helena Mundisev, Iowa Flyers in 5. Kate Rosenbaum, Blazing Barracudas in 6. Kelly Burke, Madison Aquatic in 7. And Mila Fisher, Long Island Aquatic in lane number 8. Those girls are so ready. They're diving in with the feedback coming over the PA. They're like, let's go, let's go. Okay. Seem to have something's giving a little funk to the. Here we go. I think we got it now. So this event actually is the medley, meaning all 4 strokes are part of the game. Individual medley as opposed to the medley relay, the IM. A lot of times you'll see the lead change quite a bit. 50 yards in this case of butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle in that order. Leading the way, Ole's Sophia Rogenbuch. She's 29.99. See her in the lead down there in lane 1, and Julie Diaz right with her. Up there in lane 6 and 7, Kate Rosenbaum, the Blazing Barracuda in 6, but it's Kelly Burke in 7, swimming for Madison Aquatic Club. She's got the good backstroke leg. We said Sophia had the fastest butterfly at 29.99. I'm going to tell you it's 35.11 for Kelly Burke as the fastest backstroker. 36.5 out of Jenna Ryan in lane 3. And everybody else is 36.2 out of Zadie Schatz and a bunch of 37s. But breaststroke is the one that really makes the difference because it takes more time. If you're a stronger breaststroker, that's an advantage. Swim in the IM. Think of that pie we talked about last week. There's the pie. You cut it in 4 pieces. But breaststroke takes a little more time, a little bigger piece. So if you're good at that, like obviously Zadie Schatz is, she takes over the lead. She went a 41.60. Jenna Ryan also great breaststroke leg, 41.50. 41.9 for Kate Rosenbaum. And you see that's why Jenna and Zadie in lanes 3 and 4 are fighting it out. And maybe it's not so much a fight anymore because Jenna is saying, nope, I also have a very good freestyle. And the Rockville Montgomery swimmer is going to bring it home to win this IM with a 2:19.94. Very nice drop for Jenna. 3 full seconds. And then we are going to be moving to look at the B final. We actually had a swim off today. And the loser ends up in the B final, and the winner ends up in the A final. But Cam Gardinier will be in lane 1 for Peoria Area Water Wizard. Lexi D'Amico, Northwest Arkansas, is in 2. Hayden McDonald. Barracuda's in 3. Natalie Tang. She tied with Caitlin Moore, but Caitlin got her and they're teammates. So, or maybe they didn't. Maybe she just flipped a coin, but I think they swam. Jillian Claystova, her other teammate, in 5. Alicia Ann, Eagle Swim team, in 6. Julia Turner, Blazing Barracudas, in 7. And Ella Hafner, Point Aquatics, in 8. No, they did. They swam at the end of the meet this morning. And Natalie's time in the swim was 2:19.25. I don't have the swim-off times, but that's what she did to tie with Caitlin Moore, and she's out in the butterfly leg there in the center of the pool, looking very strong along with lane 8. Ella Hafner from Point Aquatics, the famous swimming Hafner family. Dan and Kevin. Dan, our esteemed leader. Kevin, the man at Point Aquatics. And Ella, 29.47, right behind Caitlin Moore's 28.98. No, they gave him backwards to me. They didn't. That is Caitlin Moore. She lost the swim off. Natalie Tang is in the final. Thanks for giving me the wrong heat sheet. Lane 4 is Caitlin Moore. She's 1:03.07 with a 34 flat in her backstroke leg. 34.2 in lane 1 for Cam. Those are your 2 fastest backstrokers. Breaststroke's where it makes a difference. Hafner out there went a 35.1, and Ella's breaststroke looking pretty good. But so is Caitlin Moore. Caitlin Moore with a great leg here. You can see why that Nova team just keeps turning them out. IMers. Caitlin, her breaststroke's 41.4, and she holds the lead. Fastest breaststroke was lane 2, Lexi D'Amico, 39.39, puts her right into the game. You see Lexi there in lane 2. Still got Ella Hafner out there in 8. She went a 42.6. Lane 3 is Hayden McDonald, but this is Caitlin Moore, all Caitlin Moore. Caitlin Moore winning the B heat with 2:15.94. Nice, very nice. Big drop from her 2:19. All right, and that means that they'll be marching out and talking about Natalie Tang. Since she's in lane 8, she's going to lead the parade. The fastest 8 girls in the 200 individual medley. Here they come. Natalie Tang leading the way. That's her. Swimming for Nova. Oh, yeah. And these girls are like, oh, no, not 100. Almost all. Almost everybody with their goggles on. Lane number 1 from the Rise Aquatics. That's Madison Southwell. Lane 2 is Brantley Patterson, Nova of Virginia. There she is. Lane 3 for the Cavaliers, Sedona King. Get a little last knuckle in the pink suit. She's ready. Maddie Bynum. Got this black Speedo on, ready to go for LIAC. Una Diaz, lane 5. matching that. Maddie, Ella Marsh, Ad Astra. Ella is in lane 6. Julia Zettler in lane 7, swimming for NCAP. And Natalie Tang is in lane number 8 as the winner of the swim-off, not the loser. Let's get it right. Thank you very much. The record in this event was set in 2016. Miss Abby Carr swimming for Rockville, Montgomery. Abby went 2:06.56. It took a 2:19.2 to get in and a swim-off, but to get top seed, Maddie Bynum went 2:14.68, and she's out first at the 25, along with Madison Southwell down at the bottom of your screen. Madison from Rise, the butterflyer. They touch basically together. 27.89 for Madison, 27.91 for Maddie in the center, but Maddie's backstroke now really clicking. You see that roll. She's getting a nice shoulder roll. Coaches like the hips and shoulders to rotate and the head to just stay still and kind of cut through the water. I'll tell you what, that's what Maddie Bynum's doing right now for her Nova coaches. And she's very strong. 32.92 on her backstroke. Very nice. Here come the rest of the field. Now the deciding stroke almost every time is this breaststroke. All the other backstrokers, 33.1 out of Brantley Patterson, but most of them falling off. Maddie Bynum, very strong. Over in lane 6, Una Diaz making a move. Ella Marsh in 6, Una's in 5. Ella's going by her with that great breaststroke she has. Maddie splits at 40.50. Ella Marsh 40.9. Una went 39.7. But Miss Bynum appears to have this under control. Maddie Bynum swimming for Nova at the touch. 2:11.36. Second place going to Una Diaz. Una went 2:13. There you go. Sharing a little sportsmanship. We like that. We're missing number 1 there. Una Diaz got the second. But don't forget our winner. That was Maddie Bynum. Maddie's time 2:11.36. All right, so we move on. Put one more in the books, and we got the boys 11 and 12 200 individual medley. Reed O'Connell set this record back in 2022, a year ago. He went 1:59.56 for Long Island Aquatic. The boys in the C final include lane 1, Wesley Moncton. NCAP, his teammate Rian Ahuja is in lane 2. Lewis Myers, SSAC, is in lane 3. Lane 4 is Ryan Yao. Lane 5, Ryan's from Long Island Aquatic. Nova of Virginia, Jack Danahy. St. Charles has Connor Plushqua in lane 6, and then a pair of Nova swimmers, Nate Duran in 7 and James Wallen in 8. And it looks like that's lane 6, Connor Plushqua. He does have the good fly, but nope, maybe lane 1, Wesley Moncton. He's got the 29.83. 3 guys right behind him within a couple tenths. Remember, these leads will change quite a bit as they go through their various strong suits. I'm a little better in one stroke than another. It's going to help me to move forward there. Very strong backstroke in the center of the pool. Ryan Yao. He has the back to breast flip, and he takes the lead with that. Connor right behind him in lane 6. Ryan, Long Island Aquatic Club, one of their many great IMers. Going strong. Seems to be pulling away from him. Doing that good, strong breaststroke leg's always a big help. This morning, Ryan's total time was 2:17.22. He's looking to drop that a considerable amount. Right now, he turns after a 39.37 in the breaststroke leg, and that looks like it's going to be the fastest. Yep, it is for sure the fastest of the breaststroke leg. So he's at 1:43 with a 50 to go. He goes around to 30. You know, could be a 13. Would be nice. Coming into the wall. Here we go. 12, 13, and he touches 2:14.96. Ryan, great drop, Ryan. Take that. Rest of the boys all getting in, all the finishes in. Now we move. B final coming up next. We're going to have St. Charles swim team. Lane number 1, Hayden Rabaski. Dylan Pino from Rockville in 2. Drew Hodem, Nova in 3. Ben Charlton, Cavalier in 4. Long Island Aquatics, Nicholas DeAngelis in 5. Leo Torres, Charles River in 6. Preston Wong, Nova in 7. Gavin Park, Long Island Aquatic Club in lane 8. And they are in. This is the B final, event 78. The boys 200 IM, ages 11 and 12. One more individual heat left to go for them, 11 and 12 boys. In this heat, very even on the way out. All the flyers, at least lanes 2 through 8, look pretty close. It might be lane 6 or 8 touching first. That's or lane 2, Dino Pino is 28.69. Torres there he is, 28.23. Leo's in lane 6. Dylan in lane 2. Lane 5, that really strong fly out of Nicholas DeAngelis. Still looking a lot like Leo Torres. Leo swimming for Charles River with a dark cap on the top of your screen. Touches first. His backstroke 33.7. Next to him, Nicholas went 33.5, 33.6 for Ben. 33 over there at the top, but you can see these breaststrokers. Easy to tell. And good news for Leo. Good news for Nicholas, because those two guys can do breaststroke. Nicholas here in the white cap in 5, Leo in the dark cap on the outside. 7/10 separate them. Leo's breaststroke 38.8, 39.1 for Nicholas. Preston did a 39.8, 39.6 for Drew. But these two guys have the battle going on, the battle for the B heat. It's between Nicholas and Leo. Nicholas with the slight lead. Looks like Long Island Aquatics, Nicholas DeAngelis, 2:10.78. 4-second drop. Coach will take that any day of the week. Nice job, Nicholas. Nice job, Leo. There you go. And a little smile, little sportsmanship. And there's the times. Now here come the A finalists. Shuimi from Rockville is leading the way down there. These guys got their game faces on, most of them with their goggles on. But not Dima Rodzdolski for Hinsdale. He's still got flaps up in lane 1. He's taking his black sweatshirt off there. There you go, Dima. Got the purple suit he's going to rock tonight for Hinsdale in lane 1. Lane 2 is Ozaki Aquatics, Riley Burke. See that orange cap pretty easily. Lane 3 for Rockville, Montgomery, Raphael Fontana. There's Kai Joyner, he's your top seed. He went a 207.15. Swimming for Rochester out of Minnesota this morning. Next to him, Jaden Sy, who's in his home pool, because he's a Windermere Laker. Kingston Tang, he's over in 6. We know Ole Swimming. We saw that breaststroke victory. How about Charles River Aquatics? Chase Whitman called that name a lot, and we told you Shu Emi over there in lane number 8 for Rockville, Montgomery. 8 lengths of the pool individual medley. And they are in the water, clean, butterfly leg underway. Kai Joyner was a 207.15. Jaden Sy, 207.54. And Raphael Fontana, 207.99. Everybody else was 211 and up. So you would think the race is going to be between those 3 guys, and it starts out that way right in the center of the pool. Jaden touching first with it. Oh, no, it's actually Kai. No, it's Raphael. They're all right there, 7-0, 7-0, 7-11. All within 5/100ths of a second, so it really doesn't matter. Unless it's the last length, then it matters a lot. Backstroke looking very strong for Kai Joyner. Swimming in the center of the pool, getting that shoulder rotation. Going with him is Raphael Fontana. Rockville finally getting his hand on that wall with the flip. Strong breaststroke legs. You see him. The backstroke, Kai was 30.9, 31.06 for Raphael. Jaden fell off with a 33.0. 32.0 was Riley Burke in lane 2, and 31.8 for Dima in 1. But those guys were too far back after the butterfly leg to be fighting with these leaders. Now, Jaden Sy with that great breaststroke trying to make a move. Kingston doing the same next to him, Tang up there, but he's not going to catch his leader. That's Kai Joyner. He turns in a 38.1. Side picks up a half a second with a 37.5, 39.5 on Raphael. But this race appears to be for second place because Kai Joyner came all the way down here from Minnesota to grab some gold medals, and he's not going to give up this lead. Despite a fine finish and a fury by Raphael, it's going to get close. Not enough. Kai Joyner, 205.62. Raphael, 206.54 with a 28.8 on the end. Nice swimming, boys. Side gets the third with a 207.6. Good swimming, boys. And that'll do it for 11 and 12 individual events. We've got 2 more individual events before the relays, and those are our timed final events in the individual medley race for 13 and 14s. The 400 IM at this meet, we do 1 time. There's so many swims these kids have in them. And we are happy birthday to Bill Shawls, who is our meet director. Yeah, we're all giving him some love. We're glad to be here. Academy Bullets. And he's only 48 years old. Can you believe that? I don't. Here comes Joey Dumb. She's leading the way for the Academy Bullets and heading down to lane 8. She heard the birthday claps for her head coach. We're going to start out in lane number 1 with the Long Island Aquatic Club and Ellie Franks. Where's Ellie? There she is, coming into view, checking her block. Her teammate, Kara McDonald. She's getting those goggles in place right now. Lane 3, Elizabeth Bryan from Machine Aquatics. In lane 4, Queens Aquatic Club, Nico Tahaya. She is the top seed. Academy Bullets has Ali Casanovas. She's in lane 5. Lane 6, Megan Ayers she's the Cavalier, waving up to the fans. She's happy to do this 400 IM. Lane 7 is Rachel Ritter. Get those goggles tight, girl. And you know Joey Dunn, Academy Bullets, lane number 8. So this is 400 yards, 100 yards of each stroke. We'll be starting with the butterfly and then go into backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. The girls this morning all swam in their heats, timed final. The top 3 finishers of the morning, Sophia Lyons is currently sitting in 3rd place with a 4:36.89. Kendall Kreisen, Nova, has a 4:36.75, holding down 2nd. And Kyra Patan, 4:35.26, is your top qualifier from the morning heats. 27.71, one of the 2 bullets are both out like bullets. You got Allie in 5 and Joey in 8. And they're taking their fly swimming seriously. Not messing around with this one. The record in this event was set in 2018 by Abby Carr. She went 4:23.02. Now, Nico is the fastest swimmer before this meet began, and her time 4:26.12. But look at all those flyers together. You got 4 girls within 4 tenths, and any one of them is in a good position now rolling into the backstroke. We said both of the bullets, well, both of the LIAC girls too, were. Here we are looking at 100 for Nico in the center of the pool. Very smooth backstroke. That Elizabeth Bryan machine is in lane 3. And she's looking very methodical in her backstroke, strong and long. She's going to have the fastest first 50 of a 33.3. And moving along with her, 33.8, Rachel Ritter, way out in lane 7, starting to make a little move. We've got Allie Casanovas was a 35.3 on her first 50 at back, and she's looking like she's swimming a little bit faster and closer on the second 50. You know, this time 33.7 for Nico, or 33.1 for Elizabeth Bryan. That's Elizabeth with the lead. That very smooth backstroke swimming for machine. Queens Nico coming back. So Elizabeth was 33.1. 33.1 was Rachel Ritter's back in 7. She caught up a little bit, but putting it all together now in the middle of the pool, Nico Tahaya, we see she's going to have a fast 50 of breaststroke. She catches right up. She turns in. Now she's 35.7, where Elizabeth went 37.4. Allie's a 38.5. And that's pretty much the race right there. These girls coming to each other. Really beautiful breaststroke out of Nico, Queens Aquatic. Good timing, reaching out, good kick, snapping back. But Elizabeth Bryan, she is not going to give up. She's fighting to stay close. She knows she's got a great freestyle as well. But so does Nico. You see the lead is 7/10 of a second. 36.5 to 37.5 on those 2 breaststroke legs. $75 yards to go. Nico Tahaya, the record 4:23.02. She's going to have a shot at it. She can get home. She's got to do a 29 to come home. 29.8 would do it for Nico. Need to be about a 29 flat or 28 high if Elizabeth's going to get this record. And she needs to put some rockets on, because this is the last 25. Queens Aquatics, Nico Tahaya, trying to hang on over Elizabeth Bryan, and looks like she will. She touches first. 4:22.77, a new meet record. Taking down one of the great ones, Abby Carr. That was a fine swim she had. So we got a new meet record out of this event. And the girls from the morning will be figured in. And when we do our results here, we'll have them all together on the same page. Okay, that gets us to our final individual event of the evening. The 13 and 14 boys 400-yard individual medley. Record in this event was Mini Coop. Michael A. Cooper, Oakland Live Wires. He went a 4:01.65 back in 2018. Boys all pumped up coming out. Going to block number 1, Ryan Baldwin, Long Island Aquatic Club. There's Ryan. Zeke Wickham next to him, bouncing a bit for Eagle Swim Team. Lane 3 is Reed O'Connell. He is Long Island Aquatic. Top seed, Academy Bullets, Braden Capon. We've seen him race. He's got that sleeve thing working for him. Matthew Wolf, Nova, Virginia. He's having a fine meet in lane 5. His teammate, Ben Franks, right next to him in lane 6. Luke Dion, Nation's Capital, is in 7. In the red cap, and his teammate in the white cap, Chase Rabe, lane 8. 4:01.65 Mini Coop did, so that's a record that's definitely doable for these guys. I mean, Braden Capon's already been 3:55 as a career best time. You've got to believe he'd like his name up there rather than Michael A. Cooper. But we'll see. That's why we swim the race. That's why we do the meet. It is Braden out first with a 25.12. Looking very smooth. Very nice butterfly rhythm. Keeping it low, just keeping it strong. Trying to keep it lower. Nice 53.88 on the way out for Braden Capon. Academy Bullets. Couple of 55s next to him. You got Reed O'Connell from Long Island and Matthew Wolf, 55.07. Nova right in lane 5. He's got that aggressive backstroke that just kind of lunges and bounces. I remember Quinn Cassidy swimming backstroke like that in one of the cups in Missouri. And the announcer said, how can he win the sea heat when he's flailing like that, bouncing like that? He was going to bounce at a dance or something. But I tell you what, it's effective. This guy is grabbing the waters. Coach Bill Shaw's next to me, the birthday boy, turned and said, oh, his backstroke's so pretty. But he's strong, man. He's in the lead. Look, he just went a 28.4 in his second 50. He's sitting at 150.9. He's got a strong breaststroke. He's rocking this field. Oh, man. Tight battle for second between Reed and Matthew. Out there in lane 8, Chase is having a great swim so far as well, but this 400 IM belongs to Braden Capon. He's the only person who can beat himself. Yeah, he likes to come up high on those turns, doesn't he, coaches? Such a strong swimmer. He's good in every stroke. 34.61 tells me his 100 breaststroke split's going to be under 110. Put that under 110. That's how you go under 4 minutes to get all the other strokes. So Mini Coop's 4:01.6 is looking to be in jeopardy. It's in dire straits, most likely. 3:00:77. He could come home in a minute and still take the record. He's 35-2 on his second 50 of breaststroke. Matthew Wolf went a 34-1, which pulled him away from Reed O'Connell, looking like he's dibs on the silver. Braden goes at 28-4. He's grabbing some big oxygen on those breaths. You know he needs it, man. This kid is really tough. And he is 25 yards away from putting his names in the record books again, right here at the world's greatest age group swim meet. Braden Capon, Academy Bullets, nearly double lapping part of the field, coming into touch at 3:56:45. A new NCSA age group meet record. Second place to Matthew Wolf, fine swim, 4:04:08. That's an outstanding swim in itself. Reed O'Connell's 4:06. Those are very good swims, boys. Good effort all the way across the board. Everybody finishes, and that does it for our individual events on this third night. We are going to give out a couple of awards, and then we're going to be back for the relays, where I will read every relay performer's name, or at least do my best to give you that. And we'll go over to the awards with Mike at the mic.
I love it. We're going to break it with the competition
Right now, and present awards. That up. Thank you. Do you know where that time lands on the national age group records or anything? I don't either. Okay, got it. And right now it's the ladies, 11 and 12 for the 200 IM, our champions. Rise Aquatics, Madison Southwell in 8th place. 7th place, this nation's capital, Julia Settler. In 6th place, Nova of Virginia, Natalie Tang. 5th place, Ad Astras, Ella Marsh. In 4th place, Cavalier Aquatics, Sedona King. In 3rd place, Nova of Virginia, Brantley Patterson. In 2nd, the silver Long Island Aquatic, Una Diaz. And number 1, posting in with a winning time, 2:11:36, Nova of Virginia, Maddie Bynum. And the gentlemen, 11 and 12, 200 individual medley. In 8th place, Rockville Montgomery, Joe Leamy. In 7th place, Charles River Aquatics, Chase Whitman. In 6th place, Ole Swimming, Kingston Tang. 5th place, Hinsdale Swim Club, Dima Rostolski. In 4th, Ozaki Aquatics, Riley Burke. The bronze goes to Windermere Lakers, Jaden Sy. The silver to Rockville Montgomery, Rafael Fontana. And the gold to Rochester Swim Club, Kai Joyner. Posting in with the winning time, 2:05.62. And the ladies, 13 and 14, 400 individual medley. 8th place goes to Nova of Virginia, Kendall Kryson. 7th to Suez Falls, Rachel Ritter. 6th place to Long Island Aquatics, Kyra Patton. In 5th place, Long Island Aquatics, Kara McDonald. In 4th place, Academy Bullets, Joey Dum. The bronze to Academy Bullets, Ale Casanovas. The silver to Machine Aquatics, Elizabeth Bryan. And the gold, a new meet record. QNS Aquatic Club, Nika Jahaya, 4:22.77. And in the gentlemen's 400 individual medley, 8th place goes to Alexander Shundlov, Rockville Montgomery. 7th place to Nation's Capital, Chase Rabe. In 6th place, Nova of Virginia Aquatics, Aiden Maminovic. 5th place to Nova of Virginia, Ben Franks. In 4th place, Franklin Regional, Alexander Rise. The bronze to Long Island Aquatics, Reed O'Connell. The silver to Nova of Virginia, Matthew Wolfley. And the gold to Academy Bullets, posting in record time, 3:56.45, Braden Capon. And I believe it is relay time.
And we are back for the relays. Relay time, big time. We have the 11 and 12, where we put all our relays at night here this year. We got 4 heats of the girls 11 and 12 200 freestyle relay. There are 4 teams in Heat 1. Moons Aquatic Club, Lane 3, leadoff swimmer Donna Kwan. Bear Sharktopus Aquatic Swim, Pippa Gardner in lane 4. Franklin Regional Swim Team, Harper Stone in 5. And Hinsdale Swim Club, Aaron Prizzacota? P-R-Z-E-Coda, K-O-T-A, Prizzacota. Aaron. Anyway, Aaron's leading off Hinsdale all the way over in the red cap. Go get him, Aaron. All you girls.
And ladies and gentlemen, be quiet at the start, please.
Trying to get the crowd quiet. Relays are always so exciting here. Well, they all got in. Big crowd of parents here for the relays. It's packed up there in the stands at the big house. This first heat of 4. Lane 1, I said, was Donna Kwan. She's out quick. She's going to be handing off to Leah Kim for Moons. And in lane 4, you'll have Hannah Ruskin next. Then Zoe Bratcher going second in 5. And Emma Gatz all the way over in 6. 26.73 for Donna to get the Moons Aquatics going out of the Potomac Valley. Those girls in the water, we mentioned, that is the second swim of 4x50 freestyle relay. Ivy Kim is going next in lane 3 for Moons. Then Kirby Durbin in 4, Mackenzie Rush in 5, and Dylan Gustafson goes off in lane 6. A great split by Zoe Bratcher for Franklin Regional. She went a 27-3 to hand off Mackenzie the lead in lane number 5. And Mackenzie's going to be handing it off to Lauren Helvey for the anchor leg. Nicole Lee will do that for Moons. Emma Heron in lane 2 and Molly Widikis over in 6. Mackenzie with a nice split herself. She goes, 28-2-2. And Lauren in the water for them now. But right next to Lauren, you got Emma Heron making some moves. She swims for Bear Sharktopus in the white cap. She is doing her best to run down Lauren Helvey. Lauren sees her, and she's just kicking, and she's going to get there first. She hangs on. 29-2-0. Emma went a 27-8-3 in dire pursuit. Great racing, girls. So we go to the next heat. There are 4 heats. Long Island B is going to be in lane 1 with Lauren Canty leading off. Pinecrest has Izzy Figueredo. She's going to be the lead off in 2. Ozaki's got Anya Korowski in lane 3. Maverick goes with Olivia Linduska, and she's in 4. 5 is Lake Country's Lorraine Yan. Patriot has Sophia Dimitrov leading off. Long Island Express is in 7, and they've got Isabella Canales Alvazuri in their leadoff position, and New Trier Aquatics has Lauren Helm. This is going to be quick. These girls are going to hand off to the next set of 8, 1-8. Ginny Kuttner, Juliet Driscoll, Madeline Smith, Bear Pierce, B. Pearson, Tessa Hansen, Christine Liu, Charisma Shun, and Kara Guy over in 8. Fastest split, lane 4, 26-5-2. That was Olivia Linduska from Maverick. The third swimmers now stepping up on the block are going to be Ashley Simons, Alexa Torres, Stella Lehman, Adriana Rocco, Reese Leiter, Emma Kierskowski, Alexa Sherman, and Mauve Atwood. Those are the third swimmers, as you have lane number 5, Lake Country, now turning in a great split. That was Reese, Lake Country. Yep, Tessa Hansen. Tessa went 26-7-5. These girls are all cranking their third legs. Anchor legs are all standing on the blocks. Mila Fisher, Mackenzie Bauer, Amanda Lotz, Lizzie Burgess, Sophie Schneider, Grace Tasai, Isabella Molina, and Beatrice Schaefer. And taking the lead back in lane 4 for Mavericks, Adriana Rocco. Adriana says, I'm going 27-7-0. He had a 27-9-3 out of Ashley Simons down in 1. Really propelled that. Everybody else was 8s and 9s. And we're looking at the anchor legs, and guess what? Lake Country came back with a great anchor split of 25-7-9 for Sophie Schneider, 25-7. And they finished first in the heat with a 148.51. 2 heats left. All right. So Hinsdale's going to be in lane 1. They've got... Oh, wait. Did I read the wrong times out? Juliet, no, this heat's done. Oh, I did on that. Okay. Hinsdale in 1. Abby Zakota, lead off. Sophia Rogenbook, she's leading off for Ole in 2. Maddie Dixon honors in 3 for the Eagle Swim team. Long Island A, Una Diaz going first. Rise Aquatic in lane 5. They've got Avery Oldenbach. Eva Hughes going first for Blazing Barracudas in 6. Academy Bullets in 7. They're going to start with Abby Moore. And the B team of Nova has Charlotte Landy going first in lane 8. And they are in the water. Heat 3 of 4 this time final event. The record 140.91 Academy Bullets last year. Roji, Karkakis, Narwaki, and Kowal. These girls are getting ready to hand off to the next set of girls standing on the blocks. Abby Morrissey, Rachel Leginsky, Milana Shipley, Casey Anderson, Sadie. Fastest split out there in lane number 7 for the Bullets, 25-7-7 for Abby Moore. And she gave way to Claire Simon. Lane 8, Oriole Hall's in the water. 7 is Kate Rosenbaum, Sadie Finkelstein in 6, and we said Casey Anderson in 5. On the blocks, 1 to 8, Kara Brady, Lily Schell, Mimi Diallo-Oliver, Summer Lee, Madison Southwell, Ellen Young, McKenna Coffey, and Ellie Laraway. It's still a 26-8-3 and a 26-2-8 in lane 1. That was Abby Morrissey. The 26-8 was Bullets out of Claire Simon. Anchor legs stepping up, ready to go. Tate McDonald, Madeline Schaefer, Sienna Blaha, Mae Strasser, Vivian Gamini, Julia Turner, Kayla Kowal, and Jillian Clace. The lead still out there for the Bullets. 27-38 for their third swimmer was McKenna Coffey. She handed off, we said, to Kayla Kowal in lane number 4. That's the Long Island team. Mae Strasser took a handoff from Lee Summer, had a great split of 26-87. And this is going to be another great split for Long Island. Mae's going to touch first. She splits 25-7-5 to go 146.06 and take the heat. And that is the first 25 we've seen. 25-5 out of Rise Anchor. 25-7 out of Tate McDonald. For Rise, that was Mae Strasser. Great swimming, girls. But we move on. We've got the last heat. This is where it all comes down. Rockville, Montgomery, B. Gracie Schur in 1. Roxy the Rocket Rohrbal for St. Andrews in lane 2. Nation's Capital's got McKinley Busen in 3. Rockville, Montgomery, Marion Hooker in 4. Natalie Tang leading off for Nova in 5. 6 is Sophia Toop. In 7 is Aaron for Charles River. Machine has Aaron Cass in 7, and Cavaliers got Claire Strassheim in 8. Standing on the blocks, ready to go. Christine Huang, Ava Baker, Layla Davy Brown, Harper Bartholomew, Brantley Patterson, Rafaela Andrada, Emmy Bowie, and Lily Sturrock. And fastest split, we got a 26.02 from Roxy the Rocket in lane number 2 for St. Andrews. She gave way to Ava. These girls are all coming in so fast. Here's the third leg of girls going. Abigail Thomas and Julietta Stoltz, Vivian Marshall, Jenna Ryan, Caitlin Moore, Lucy Jacobson, Anna King, and Lulu Hitt. Fastest split out of that group, 25-15. Rockville Montgomery had Harper Bartholomew. Wow. And they're looking at anchor legs coming now, standing on the blocks. Finley Chong, Lexi Lucchese, Olivia Strassen, Isabella Mason, Maddie Bynum, Evie Gao, Mara Wilson, and Sedona King. Look at this Rockville team. Great starts on Rockville. They were precision. Really good timing. We had a 25.99. That was Jenna Ryan for Rockville. And I'll tell you what, Isabella Mason hit that start. Maddie Bynum a little slow off, but she's catching her now. But it's not going to be enough at the touch. It's Rockville hanging on with a 25-1 out of 24.9 for Maddie. Really good swim. 142.36 is the overall time. Good enough for the gold. There we go. 145. Wow. Some very fast swims there. Very fast swims. Gotta love it. Okay, the girls are done. Let's go 11 and 12 boys. Only 3 teams in the first heat, so we can take a breath. Team Swim Academy is going to go with Miles Hoffman to lead them off in lane 3. Miles Burke is going to lead off Ozaki Aquatics in 4, and Inho Kang for Moons Aquatic in lane 5. It's quite the race, quite the race. Each of these boys swimming 50 yards of freestyle. The meet record in this event for the boys, Long Island Aquatic Club set last year. O'Connell, Baldwin, Lee, and Zhu went a 1:36.63. In the center of the pool, that's Ozaki. Miles Burke, he touches first. Just behind him, it's a 26.20, 27 flat, was Inho Kang. Inho gave off to Jason Chu in 5. James Hoppy Carter's in 4, and Sam Winters swimming now in lane number 3. Sam's going to hand off to Team Swim Academy's Ellis Briley. Luke Miller going next for Ozaki. And in the lead, Jaden Choi diving in right now. There goes Moons, there goes Ozaki, and then boom, there's Team Swim Academy. All right. Luke Miller in the water in that orange cap, turning it over. He's going to hand off to Riley Burke in lane 4. Buddy Walden is going to go for Team Swim Academy in 3, and over in 5, Mateus Nunez Fuller has the duty to try and catch Riley Burke from Ozaki. And there goes Buddy Walden for the Team Swim Academy. 3 heats of the 200 relay for the boys, 11 and 12. Then we have 4 heats of 200 left. Ozaki, 1:45.44 with a 24.42 anchor leg out of Riley Burke. 24.7 is what Buddy Walden came home in, and a 25.6 for Mateus. We move to Heat 2. In Lane 2, Ole Swimming's going to start their race with Benjamin Balotonsky. Franklin Regional in 3 with Lucas Stefan. Dima Radzolski does the Hinsdale honors in 4. New Trier is going with Lubo Liu Chorbadzinski. In 5, Nova Jack Danahy. And I'm at 6, and in 7, Gavin Park. Those are your leadoff swimmers, lanes 2 through 7. Mr. Starter. Got a couple of B teams here, lane 6 and 7. The Nova B and 6 and the Long Island B and 7. It's great to see some of these really strong teams with so many great relays. Going second in lane 2 through 7, Caleb Easton, Oliver Inabit, Jack Schreiber, Sam Cass, Gibson Jones, and Jaden Yun. All of those boys in the water now doing their fastest 50. The fastest guy in the first group, 25.00, Dima Roskolski from Hinsdale. Third swimmers are going to be Abe Partridge, Braylon O'Leary, Grayson Dean, Charlie Roth, Drew Hodem, and Michael Meehan. Great split over here in lane 4. Hinsdale's Jack Schreiber just turned in a 25.50 to outpace all the boys on that second group. And looking at the anchor legs standing on the blocks, these guys are getting excited. Kingston Tang, Trevor Smith, Nicholas Stefunisak, Tyler Zhang, Preston Wong, and Ryan Yao. Things are tightening up quite a bit. It's still a slight lead in lane number 4 for Hinsdale. We had some pretty fast splits coming back on him. 26.3 being the fastest for New Trier. That was Charlie Roth. Good job, Charlie. Get your team back in it. And now these anchor guys are trying to bring it home, but No one seems to have a solution for lane number 4. Hinsdale's Nicholas touches first, 1:42.49. Nicholas goes at 25:42, pulling his team away. 1:42.49 with one heat remaining. They beat one team, they get the medal. So they're going to be watching with a lot of interest. The final heat, lane number 1, Nation Capital, is going with Phoenix Wentland to be their leadoff. Nova Virginia's Luke Wenner in lane 2. Kai Joyner in 3 for Rochester. They're putting the strength right up there. Rockville, Montgomery, Jeremiah Jermosin in 4. Cavalier Aquatics has Eli Rutherford in 5. Rockville, Joseph Zhu in 6. Dominic Ayeshe in 7. And Andrew Quach is in 8 for Long Island. Dominic, of course, lane 7, Machine Aquatics. Going second, stepping up to the blocks now, who are going to take the opportunity to get their boys going. Finn Copen in 1. Jackson Morgan, Lucas Wang, Sane Lee, William Z, Colby Humphreys, Josiah Sturgill, and Nathan Wang. First place after a 50 is lane number 3, Rochester's Kai Joyner. He went at 23:45, just ahead of 23:61 for Jeremiah. In the water, that second group we called out. On the blocks, here are the names. Third swimmer, Manu Maher, John Ackerley, Jasper Barone, Dylan Pino, Keegan Mejas, Shu Emi, Gabe Hansen, and Romeo Sanchez. But wow, what a second leg out of Rockville, Montgomery, 23.65 for Sane Lee. That's incredible. Anchor legs standing on the top blocks. Austin Pape, Jamie Arcase, Bennett Zuckerberg, Raphael Fontana, Ben Charlton, Chase Humphreys, Jackson Bravery, and Nicholas DeAngelis all in the pool now. But looking at those splits, 24.98 for Rockville's Dylan Pino, fastest out of that third leg. And nobody's going to catch these guys from Rockville. They're going to touch first. The only question is, 1:36.18 is a new record. They broke the Long Island record. Bye-bye O'Connell, Baldwin, Lee, and Zhu. Hello, new record holders from Rockville, Montgomery, Jeremiah Jermosin, Sane Lee, Dylan Pino, and Raphael Fontana. Great racing, boys. The 11 and 12s are finito for today. 13 and 14 girls last 2 heats of the relay. Record going back last to 2019, Long Island, 136.44. First 8 swimmers, Annabelle Bremer for Arlington in 1, Mia Eubank Nova in 2. Kate Duffield, Ole in 3, Kara Hill, Charles River in 4, Emmy Meyer, Waukesha Express in 5, Sophia Freitz in New Trier 6, Ava Eddy, Stingrays in 7, and Campbell Shore is in lane number 8, leading off Point Aquatics. Fastest relay this morning for these girls was New Trier. No, I'm looking at the boys. I'll get it in a minute. Let's get the second swimmers lined up. Second swimmers, Lilla Brock, Charlotte White, Aubriel McKay, Nina Mazru, Akos Bonlander, Margaret Lutzo, Savannah Duffy, Nicole McEnroe. Fastest 50 split. Fastest 50 split came out of New Trier. Oh, and Waukesha both went 24, 6-1, and 6-9. Okay, good Emmy Meyer and good Sophia. But here we go. These second girls are all coming in on the blocks, diving in. Jackie Furches, Lane Francis, Megan Blumenthal, Maya Petricelli, Rowan Rossi Wida, Ryan Vender, Evie Miller, and Lorelei Carr. Fastest split there, 24-2-7. Stingrays, Savannah Duffy. Anchor leg standing up, ready to dive in. Bryn Cameron, Karina Blanco, Leah Greaves, Sophia Oliveira, Abby Bowker, Riley McNeil, Sid Johnson, and Claire Hafner. Anchoring for the Point Aquatics team in lane 8. But the race in the center of the pool, as you can well see, in the water now in lane 4, looking very strong for Ole. That's Leah Graves. Leah Graves pulling away, going to give Ole a great split and a chance to be in that top. She goes 23:42, 138.20. Only a couple seconds off the meet record. Wow, 23, a couple of 24s, but man. So we're down to the last heat of the ladies. The last heat of the ladies. And that relay is going to start in lane 1 with Machine Aquatics, Ellie Wertzler. Buffalo Aquatics, Leah Gaskell in 2. Nation's Capital, Hadley Petronello in 3. Academy Bullets, Leah Rogi in 4. Gabrielle Day for Rockville in 5. Long Island's got Ellie Franks leading off in 6. Stella Tomlinson for Patriot in 7. And Claire Donnelly for Hinsdale up in lane 8 in the white cap. Going second, diving in next, standing on the blocks right now, Kate Shoemate, Amelia McKinnon, Audrey Haywood, Paige Kowal, Annika Kai, Natalie Wu, Lydia Cobb, and Tasha Mantell. Last heat, fast heat, it's 4 and 5. 23.86 for the Bullets, Leah Rogi, 23.99 for Gabriel Day, Rockville. Second swimmers doing their flips looking at the blocks. Lammed in, Kira Curvin, Catherine View, Annabelle Narwaki, McKenna Carswell, Madison Lynn, Vanessa Misanowski, and Avery Warren. And it's still the Bullets in lane number 4. The Academy Bullets. That was Paige Kowal. She turned in a 23.83. Annabelle swimming now. The anchor swimmers standing on the blocks are Ginny Smith, Lauren Golden, Hannah Clattenburg. Allie Casanovas is going to get the lead, and she's in the water. Paige Henry, Patty Tang, Aria Grossenbach, and Abby Pop Osney. That split another 23 for the Bullets, 23.92 out of Annabelle Narwaki. Remember that record, 136.44. This is looking like a battle for second. It's crazy, but the gold and the record go to the Bullets. It's lane 7. That is Patriot Aquatic Club with an outstanding anchor leg, 23.60 out of Aria Grossenbach to secure the silver. But the story, the Academy Bullets, they had a whole slate of 23s, 24 flat on the end for Allie. Way ahead of the field. They crushed the record. And that'll do it for the ladies swim tonight. We have 2 heats left, 13 and 14 boys relays. Swimming in lane 1, heat 4. We had 3 heats this morning. We'll go over them in a minute. But lane 1, St. Charles with Tom McMillan. Nova has Matthew Wolf in 2. Long Island's going with Ryan Baldwin. Charles Rivers got Kevin Gia. York in 5, Todd Landwehr. Ole in 6, Everett Ward. 7 is Long Island Express, Theodore Shum. And William Lepre for Arlington Aquatic in lane 6. Second swimmers now stepping on the blocks. Brady Jordan, Josh Farnsworth, Gavin Buckley, Arun Kang, Brandon Baristani, Miles Marks, Toby Wosu, and Connor Menier. These guys are getting ready to dive in right now. Lead out there in lane number 6. That's Ole swimming, 22.33 for Everett Ward. Stepping up on the block to go third, Landon Cruz, Charlie Harrington, James Darcy, Max Verrazani, Graham Rowan, Tony Spiewak, Ethan Chania, and Diego Ramos. Lane 1 with a big move. Good split out of St. Charles. Brady Jordan. He turned in a 22.71 to pull his boys right into the game. Anchor legs are now stepping up. They include Josh Lack, Cole Dameron, Reed O'Connell, Lucas Zeng, Luke Campe, Ben Luginski, Zachary Peggy, and Jonas Yinks. Race now in lane 3 and 2. great split in lane number 3. That was Ole Swimming's Tony Spiewak. He went a 23. I'm sorry, where am I? I'm in lane 3's Long Island. That was 23.45. But here's the anchor, guys. 23.4 out of Charles River. But this anchor leg for Long Island, lane number 3, 21.98. Wow. That's Reed O'Connell, 21.29 for Ole. Ben Leginski, 21.29. Are you kidding me? Wow, 131.61. What a good relay. That's a great race, fellas. But we move on to the 5th and final heat of this race and the evening. Machine Aquatics going with Neil Worgan in 1. Academy Bullets, Gage Helfrich. 3 is Nova, Aiden Maminovic. Montgomery, Rockville, Jonah Ginsburg. Tyler Kaminsky is Nation's Capital in 5, Rockville, Montgomery B. Alexander Jungbluth in 6, Palatine, Peyton Cotner in 7, and Queens, Matthew Chang in lane 8. Going second on the blocks right now, Henry Williams, Braden Capon, Charlie Welsh, Charlie Begin, Luca Beslett, Colton Metler, Alex Ivanov, and Hayden Coe. Very tight on the leadoff swimmers. 22.00 tied for Nova and Rockville. That's Maminovic and Ginsburg. And standing on the blocks, ready for the 3rd leg. Hugh Worgan, Jack Murphy, Cole Nelson, Griffin Oler, Chase Rabe, Dominic Delazelle, Victor Gutt, and Michael Girucki. And over there in 6 now, with a really strong swim, Rockville Montgomery B team had Colton Metler go at 21.79. NCAP had a 21.6 out of Luca. But we're in the 3rd leg in the water. Anchor legs on the blocks. Mark Edwards, Mikey Newman, Ben Franks, Seamus Rooney, Andrew Vanas, Jack Tovernick, Matthew Karasek, and Charlie Charlie Ding. But in the water, lane 4, that's Ben Franks, Nova of Virginia. He's got the lead, but Seamus Rooney, is in lane 4. That's Seamus for Rockville in the lead. Andrew Vanas trying to get him. Is it going to be Andrew? No, it looks Seamus hangs on. He gets him. Seamus Rooney in Rockville, Montgomery. He splits. What's that? 21.53, 21.6 for Vanas, 21.5 for Rooney. And the team time. Yep. 127.28 is definitely a new meet record. They got under it with the first team, the second team, the third team, even the fourth team all broke the old record. That is why this is the greatest age group swimming meet in the world. Those relays right there, folks. That's what we're about. Thanks for watching indeed. We really appreciate all your support. We've got one more big day if my voice holds out. We've got Mike Greenwell on the PA. We'll be starting early in the morning. He'll take care of the morning duties. We'll pick it up shortly after noon with our 10 and under time finals and be back here at 5 o'clock for the last evening of the greatest meet here in the Aquatic Fitness Center that Harris Rosen built. Thank you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.